Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back to another lovely weekend stream, and I have just realized that I forgot to turn one of my little lights on, so give me a second. Perfect, love a little bit of technical difficulty, first thing in the stream, like we haven't even started yet. Boom, there we go, that's a little bit better, you can see me nicely. Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome, it's the weekend, it's a good time to be alive. Mostly, depending on where in the world you live, I guess, technically. But hopefully it's a good time to be alive for all of you, because we're here to play some games and relax, and that's what life is all about. It's about finding the fun things, even when life isn't that fun. There you go, a little bit of sentimental thinking for first thing this morning. I have been awake for an hour. I am allowed to fumble my words. What excuses have you got? Oh, excellent. We are being combative today. I love this. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. Verlian0 was the first one here wanting to submit their own game to the streams. No worries. You absolutely can. If you're a dev, you can submit your own game. And if you are wanting to submit a game that you're just a fan of, there's a way to do that too. Just check out the help command for more details on how to do that. Gust is here as well. Welcome back, Matey8. Can we get shout out for Matey8, please? Today they're going to be helping out with the bingo tiles. So thank you in advance, Matey8. You are an absolute legend. I appreciate it. John Leonard, yes, indeed, we have got a cat on screen. We've got two of them. And we're implementing a new rule. Anytime someone subscribes as a member or donates during the stream, the cats get a treat. Because realistically, they're good cats. They deserve it. CSN1711, hello chat indeed, how you doing? I actually don't recognize your name, so if this is your first stream that you're stopping by, welcome. If you have any questions, let me know, because what's about to happen might be a little bit weird. Level 90 Druid, welcome back, good to see you. Western Stations, hello, good to see you again. And congrats to the 5 people that got the free gifted memberships. Panzer Vorwards 4585, Jchair 9122, Wheeled Justice 7381, Seesaw G, Avetis 2377. If you are here, thank you for stopping by to check out the stream. If you're watching this VOD back later, here's what you need to know. If you're a channel member, you can nominate games for these streams. Just head over to the Discord, link your YouTube membership, and find the channel, and away you go. You can submit one game per month as long as it has less than 200 reviews. Western Stations, in before Grail's cats create 50 sock puppet accounts to game the system. You know what? They absolutely might. Strax sound disappeared. I think it's just you. It's all fine on my end. Hey, and there we go. We've got our first joiner of the crusade. Thank you, level 90 Druid. That means the kitties get a treat. You can see they both perk up straight away. Oh? Lose it. There we go. So cute. Absolutely cute. I've never had cats before that have been so treat focused. Normally they're like, whatever. What else are we? Yeah, Sky, thank you for hopping over to the Twitch and monitoring over there. Always appreciate you hanging out and updating the games as we go, so thank you very much for your support on that. What else did I miss? Sky, your excuse is you're going into a food coma for a ton of pulled pork that was melt in the mouth. That sounds delightful. Not something that I would want for breakfast, but in general, heck yes, give that to me. That sounds delicious. Cinnamon is awesome. Please tell me that name was not inspired by the cinnamon challenge back in the day. Also, if you haven't heard about that, don't do it. It's stupid. How am I? Also, excellent cat. Both cats are adorable. If you haven't seen them before, Cinnamon, the black one is Stella. And then to the left, we've got Her Royal Highness Panda. She's, well, stuck up is the best way to describe her. She's a princess, but she's adorable. In terms of how I am, quick spiel to kind of like explain a bit of where my headspace is at today and set the scene for all of you. But some that have been following a little bit of what's been happening in my social life outside of, you know, YouTube space. A few months ago, I bought a bicycle to try and work on my personal fitness a little bit by cycling to and from work. And it had been going really well up until Tuesday this week, when my bike got stolen. And I still don't quite understand how this happened, because I live in an apartment complex and we have a shared bike storage area down on the ground floor of the building. The only way to get in and out of it is with a fob for the building. It's not open to the general public. There's no way for others to be able to get in there. And it's one of those ones where they've got like bike racks that are wall mounted, so you have to like wheel your bike up and hang it on the rack up there, and it's pretty secure. I had mine on the rack with a number padlock keychain thing on it as well, so it was like doubly secure, right? And yet somehow, out of like the 30 odd bikes that were in there, including multiple bikes that were not locked up, mine was the one that got stolen. I still don't get how I could be statistically so unlucky, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Thankfully, the room does have CCTV footage, and the building manager was able to figure out when the person actually went in and stole it, and they noticed when they did it, they had a key fob. So we know that whoever took the bike either is someone that lives in this building, which seems pretty weird because everyone here that I've met has been super chill and trustworthy. Like, this is a really good part of town. Or they gave the fob to someone less trustworthy. We know it's not a case of a lost fob because everyone who has lost a fob has reported it, and the reported ones have been deactivated. So it is a valid and current fob. And now we're just got to figure out who it belongs to. So the police are getting involved. Hopefully they'll be able to track it down. We don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, it just sucks. It wasn't even a super expensive bike. It's not like it was an electric one or anything. Like, it was under $1,000 in terms of the cost of the bike itself. There were definitely more expensive options in there that they just chose not to take, I guess. For whatever reason, mine was either the easiest to steal somehow, or it was the most appealing at that particular moment in time. So hopefully we'll get it back eventually. We'll see how things go. So yeah, that might explain where my head's at a little bit. Gus, good thing this time you submitted games can't appear. No, they cannot, because this time we're going to be playing developer submitted games. So rather than from the community list, today we're playing developer submitted games. We try and get one of these streams in each month. We've currently got, I actually don't know how many we've got on the wheel. It doesn't give me the number. I'm going to say around 20 odd games on the wheel. So we've got a decent amount to select from. Mediate forgot we're starting with a new game. We are starting with a new game today. Level 9 during my payments passed. It was from Canada, but you're not. Huh. Don't know how that works, but it went through, so it must be doing something good. Alistair Kessel, have I checked out Mugenics? It's going viral recently, and you like cats, so you might like it. I have heard about it. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. I saw Yahtzee's review on it, which he seemed to be a fan of. So it's on my radar as a game I would probably enjoy. Am I going to get time to play it? Honestly, probably not. I want to at some point, but who knows when that'll be. What I do know is that a member of the community waited for the moment that the game went live and submitted it as their game of the month. So it is on the wheel as a possible game to play in the future. The odds are slim, but we might get there eventually. Yes, that was great. They got Mugenics onto the wheel. They got it before it got to 200 reviews, so I'm impressed. That takes dedication. Hey, Fuke! How you doing, mate?
Number locks are easy to pick.
Apparently they are, yeah. We don't know if they picked the lock or just cut it, one of the two. But yeah, either way, it's gone now. Yes. Oh. She's a fan of the treats. I've nearly ran out in that bag. I'm going to have to start giving the new ones soon. What else did I miss there? Before we delete the previous thing, yes, you can delete the previous thing, Mediate. 3, Mr. 4N3, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by the stream. So I'm going to quickly catch up on chat, and then we're going to get in some actual games. Cinnamon challenge. I think they call it the Curse of Ra now with all the dust. Yeah, absolutely. The boy from the tram, welcome. Will the cats be playing and judging the game as well? Cats judge everything by default. Are they going to add any commentary or nuance to it? Probably not, but will they judge it aesthetically? Absolutely they will. Cats judge absolutely everything. Sky, gotta slap stickers all over the bike and wrap it in duct and packing tape. Yeah, make it as unappealing as possible, apparently. That was the memo that I didn't get. Maple Treeway, you've been meaning to ask. It means something bad for our community, but the general game you expect a dev to be sent to you is labeled a misfortune. Honestly, we could just rename it to Wheel of Fortune. I wanted to do Wheel of Misfortune because at the time when we were doing the community wheel, people were submitting a bunch of troll games for it as well, for things like I want to see Grail suffer when he plays through them. So the name just kind of stuck. Is it necessarily Wheel of Misfortune for this one? I'm still going to say yes, because I'll tell you now, even though developers have sent me these games, there's a reason why, and it's because a lot of them have been released on Steam and didn't get much traction. Are they hidden gems? Some of them might be. Most of them, I doubt it, and you'll see why when we get to them. You'll just have to wait for it.
At Mite8_8 donated €5.
Baby 8, thank you.
Hopefully no more iGames lol.
Yes, hopefully no more AI games. We'll be on the lookout for that one, and I do wonder if we need to add that as a bingo tile somewhere. Yes, get that treat. I might have to retract this thing because if you guys keep this up, they're going to be two very fat cats that need to go on a diet. But don't worry, I'll look after them. They get treated well. Cinnamon's awesome. No, it was based off an email you made when you were 14. Also, bro, that sucks. It's already here. I hope the thief socks are wet for the rest of their life. I hope so too. Apparently, when the theft occurred, they were wearing socks and Crocs. So it's not too much of a stretch to expect them to get wet socks at some point in their life, I suppose. Also, you're not alone with that. We've all had email addresses we made when we were 14, and those names do stick for longer than you would expect. There we go. Level 9 Druid, can I suggest something right there if it works differently? Nothing for this one works differently, but you're always welcome to put suggestions over in the Discord if you've got ideas for how we can shake up the formula for things. I can't promise we'll do them, but I'm always open to them to at least hear you out on suggestions. Alistair Kessel, does the rule that you must finish a game if chat votes for it apply to games suggested via points? If someone submitted a game over 100 hours, would you finish it if it was voted for? Yes, I would. Would it take the place of the regular wheel streams? Probably not. We'd do something similar to what we're currently doing, where it would shift into a Sunday stream, and we would slowly play through it week after week, like we're currently doing within Stars and Time. It's a good way for us to be able to work through games that the community wants to see a full playthrough of. What I missed there. Great, you've put me Jakes on the sub wheels. Who knows? Absolutely, it might land there. You never know. It was something like 40 when you submit. You did get early on it then. Sky, cutting locks are so much faster than picking them, even if you're a highly skilled picker. Unfortunately, on the CCTV footage, we couldn't see if they cut the lock or if they picked it or if they somehow just knew the combination. Hard to say. The camera was in an awkward spot where it could kind of catch either end of the bike, but it wasn't fully in view, so they couldn't see what happened. Bit of a shame. Gray, should you give Salem his treats? Absolutely you should. Give them. All cats deserve treats.
At Fuchs Card Expo donated $5 to the War Fund.
We love treasure hunting,
Fuchs
yeah.
is the name of my first email address. Tis now legally my middle name. There is a story that I might tell you on a day not today, behind Fuchs.
That is fascinating. I love the idea of having a creative name that you came up with so early on that you then actually fall in love with so much that it becomes part of your real name. That's really freaking cool. But also Sky, yeah, Wheel of Treasure Hunting. That's a little bit more neutral, and I kind of like that. Other one. Power of cats having treats is apparently too strong today. All right, we're almost caught up in chat. We'll get into games in a second. 1190, most popular game of yours features 24 reviews with 95% positive. Hey, be proud of that. 95% positive out of 24 is no mean feat, considering not every player leaves a review. That's a pretty good sign. So keep up the good work, and yeah, absolutely, your games could be added to the wheel if you wanted to. Sky, adding Gen AI as a bingo tile feels like it might encourage that kind of thing being submitted so people get easy tiles. That's a good point. That's a good point. But on the other hand, we also have other things which are common tropes that pop up. We're not exactly encouraging them. We're just calling them out when we find them. I'm personally open to go either way on it, but I will follow what the community prefers on those things. Hey, at the end of the day, submitting or removing tiles is within your power as the community, so I leave that up to you. Strack, I feel like community members watching these streams of playing bingo probably aren't regularly in favor of submitting AI gen games. You are most likely correct on that. If we're going to get AI, it's probably in these dev submitted streams more than anything else. Maple Tray, quick, someone gave me to play The Longing, a game that is defining features that finishes in 400 days. I have heard of that game and it terrifies me. Fiuk just hated your first name, to be honest. I feel on that. So, fun fact, I can't reveal what the name was because I don't want to dox myself, but what I can say is when I got married, and I've been married for 11 years now, when I got married, I changed my surname, which is unusual. Usually how do I want to phrase this? Usually it's the wife that changes the surname, not the husband. So broke tradition with that. But it was because I didn't feel any particularly strong attachment to the surname that I had at the time. So don't be afraid to break traditions or do what you need to do to give yourself a name that you feel comfortable and at home with. It's very important to feel comfortable in your own skin. That's just because you're hashtag feminism. No, it was honestly like we spoke about it together and agreed on a course of action, and it realistically just came down to who's got stronger attachment to their family name. We knew that we both wanted the same surname. We didn't want to keep our own original ones because it just didn't feel right considering that we're going through the whole marriage process. But at the same time, we also went for which combination of names sounds the best. It's always interesting what can influence those things. But yeah, there's no laws saying that the wife must take the husband's surname. It's just tradition. And traditions can be broken. All right. What did I miss there? Richard, you've had your username for somewhere in the area of 20 years. Wasn't creative with it, but still can't come up with a better one now. Nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stracker, we're not dox you, but do you still have your name on your business email? Think I learned your name after I reach out about Throw, unless it was a pseudonym. Has changed since then. Originally I was using one email address. I've changed it. Now the email address I use for all business related stuff is Graeldon@gmail.com. So Strack's got a little bit of insider knowledge there. But I will tell you that that wasn't my full name. So you haven't got all the details. I was smart enough not to do that. All right, let's get into things. Maybe my name's not Graeldon. Oh my god, you just reminded me, Maple. Also, congrats again on winning the bingos last week. Hopefully those Steam funds have come through to you now. Over on the Discord, someone posted a thing that they tagged me in that was like game dev related or something like that. I honestly don't fully remember. But they made a typo on my name, which I'm surprised hadn't appeared until now. And instead of calling me Graeldon, I was Graeldon with a G on the end. And that completely changes the meaning of the name. It's just... I couldn't help but laugh when they said that. They were really embarrassed about it. Like, it was an honest typo. I thought they were mad at me or something. Like, this guy is such a jerk with how he reviews games. He's Graeldon. Oh, I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, no, don't edit that out of embarrassment. Just roll with it. It's fine. Maple Tree, the Steam funds came through. Perfect. Immediately bought Super Meat Boy, Risk of Rain 2, and refunded one of them and obsessed with the other. Which one did you refund? I'm really curious, because Super Meat Boy is a great game if you like platformers, and apparently Risk of Rain 2 is a great game if you like roguelites. So, I don't know which one you decided to refund. It's not like one of those is obviously worse than the other. I'm going to hazard a guess that it's probably Super Meat Boy because of the level of difficulty, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. All right, while you tell us that, let's actually get into what we're doing today, shall we? We've been shooting the breeze for long enough. Here is our wheels for today, so let's get ready with the bingo and the first game for today. Let's see what we're playing. So we're going to be starting with a 6x6 bingo, which will be worth 2 points for anyone that gets it. And we are going to be playing, oh, just over the line, box number 341. So first things first, let's fix up the bingo. I'm going to switch that to the 6x6, so no free space on this one. Just to add a little bit more difficulty. And we're going to be playing box 341. Now, the question is, do I already own this game? Also, Steam, what are you doing? Can you not go full screen? What's happening here? Huh. Well, this was fine before the stream. Works fine on that monitor. There we go. That fixed it. All right. Do I have the game already? I do not. Let's get it from the store then. Box 341. Let's pause our music because we've got a trailer to watch. Mate8, I hope you are ready at the wheel for the bingo. We're going to have some fun in a second. All right. Box 341. A quirky box on a journey to find its place in the warehouse, using liquids to gain abilities, solve puzzles, and make new friends along the way. That's a very simple description. So the first bit of feedback I would have for the dev is fill that out with more buzzwords. Tell me more about your game. This doesn't even tell me, is it a platformer? It's a puzzle game. Maybe it says solve puzzles, but it looks like a platformer. You gotta highlight your game a little bit more up there. Maple also, speaking of controls now, I'm in a quest to find a fighting game that does not require 3-key rollover, because most fighting games I try to play are impossible because of your lame keyboard. I feel the pain on that, but I think I missed your comment a little further up. You refunded Super Meat Boy. Okay, cool. I was correct. You like platformers and even like difficult platformers. Just recognize the controls are really not for me. They feel weird and not right. That was one game that I found was much better played with a controller than with a keyboard. Most platformers tend to veer that way, but that might also just be because that's what I grew up with personally. Okay. What did I miss there? Points gained by time watching stream or by chatting? Both. You get points just by watching the stream, but you get more points if you actively chat. So you only have to send a message like once every 5 minutes or something, but it will give you like double or triple the points that if you're just lurking in the background. So you can do both. But you do get more points if you're actively just talking. And plus, as a streamer, I always want to encourage you guys chatting, even if it's just unrelated to the stream, because it's absolutely wonderful just to have little things to pick up and shout out what you're saying and bounce ideas off when it comes to it. Okay. Mate8, wait, the check for checking off tiles in the bingo is now... Yes, it is! I was wondering who the first person would be to spot that one. Updated that just before the stream because I realized I have power. I can customize this. So now instead of the usual yellow cross marking things off of the bingo tiles, you'll see, I think it was Mate8's creation, actually. The lovely bingo wheel with the Grail Knight on it. It's not animated, unfortunately, but it is there. Maple Tree, we still have the blank 6th column. What do you mean blank 6th column? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. A blank 6th column? There shouldn't be a blank 6th column. Did I miss? No, that's all correct in there. There's a little icon for them. What are you guys seeing that I'm not seeing? Nope, they're not blank on the... Oh, that it hasn't got a letter on it. Is that what you're talking about? Because I could fix that. I just have to do it every time we change between like up to a 6x6 or a 7x7. It just doesn't keep it. I have to type it in every time and I just can't be bothered. Competition to make the last column dong. I think I can only give it a single letter because it's in here when I edit it. I don't think I can put more than one letter in there. Anyway, sorry, once we look at the game. So we've got less than 200 reviews. It's only got 14, so I'm glad we're getting to have a look at this game. This game released 21st of April 2025, so it's been out for the better part of a year, and it was both developed and published by Ron Pang. So it's been released after 2020, same developer and publisher, and they've only released one game. This is the only thing that they have published on Steam. Let's have a look at the trailer, see what we're in for, shall we? It's 1 minute and 9 seconds. I'll bump that up a little bit for you guys. Music is soft. It's cute. But it doesn't match the aesthetic, so I'm getting this is music that's been sourced from elsewhere. Like, I don't think it's an OST. Dip in liquids and then flip strategically. Okay, so this is puzzle variant. Okay, so the focus is on color-coded surfaces and flipping and rotating the box using the environment. No, you can just flip by... No, undo is press R, I see. Well, you can go ahead and mark off pixel art and dialogue box. Make friends with animals. Okay, sure. Oh, we actually get a pigeon. Cute. You don't see many pigeons in games. I don't think there's anything much else on there that we could mark off. Oh, jump. Yes, we can do jump for sure. We can definitely do jump. All right, let's have a look. Anything else in here? I didn't see any UI features. Also, this is just a little thing for the dev. You need to update your screenshot. This one has a white bar at the top of it for no particular reason. The other ones seem fine. This one's in a different aspect ratio. Maybe it's because it's a cutscene. It goes full screen instead. Yeah, it's nothing particularly big, but it's just if you're wanting your game to look professional, those little details do make a difference. Is it less than 1 minute? Technically, no, but here's what I'll make a judgment call on. Let's see, where does it kick in? The end screen is here, and then it's just a box moving around for like 10 seconds. So I'm going to call it less than 1 minute because this appears at 59 seconds. So we're going to call it less than 1 minute. Western Stations, you don't see many pigeons in games. Hatterful boyfriend would like a word. Yes, that game I do know about, and is great pigeon representation. But please, give me 10 more games that have pigeons as characters. Not pigeons are in the environment, as in like they're animals that are just part of nature and they fly away when you approach them. But pigeons as characters. It's not that many. Kind of interesting. Right, let's keep going down. Game is less than $10, only $5.95. Wonderful. This was one of the games where they did not provide me with a Steam key. They just said, hey, appreciate it if you could take a look at it. Apparently it is similar to Stardew Valley. Disagree. And Celeste. Disagree. So go ahead and mark off related games, unrelated. We've also had an update, quality of life and some bug squashing. Always good to see that they're paying attention to feedback. No multiplayer, no other languages, no Steam Deck compatibility. We do have a developer website. That's good. No YouTube channel linked though. They got a Hong Kong Dark Horse Award for Best Narrative Merit Award. I've never heard of the Hong Kong Dark Horse Awards before, but that's interesting. Good on them. There must be something in this game that's interesting. We do have gifts in the description. Do we have unique? We do. We've got unique twice. By cleverly flipping itself and using liquids with unique abilities, and the challenges revolve around harnessing the unique potential of the box's sides. Dip into various liquids to grant each face special properties. There we go. Okay. So we have got unique in the description. We don't have any achievements. And we also don't appear to have any Steam trading cards. No luck there. Also like that Steam features limited. The dev never hit the $1,000 of the revenue from this game. Yeah, I know there's a benchmark for being able to use those extra features like achievements. So unfortunately, it seems like this one was most definitely not a commercial success. But let's have a look at it and see if it does deserve a bit more attention. Dev website links to Instagram. That's fine. They at least went to the effort of linking a website. We'll give it to them for that. Hong Kong Dark Horse sounds like a bar from a random rap song. Maple Tree Way, you're absolutely correct about that. It sounds like what I would expect an underground. What's the word I'm looking for? Ah, God, it's escaping me. An underground like dubstep centric musician to name themselves. Hong Kong Dark Horse. Sounds pretty good. I'd want to see one of their CDs in a store. Yeah, definitely solo dev. You definitely mark that one off as well. Anyways, Brewster from Animal Crossing is a pigeon. It's Bruce. Yeah, you know, right. Brewster was a pigeon. I think when I was younger, I always imagined Brewster being a rooster. Wait, is Brewster a pigeon or a rooster? I have to look this up now. I have to look this up. When I was younger, I always thought they were a rooster. No, Brewster's a pigeon. 100% a pigeon. Yeah. I don't know why I thought that. But then again, you're a kid. I was like a kid at the time. Like, you don't think too deeply about those things. No, achievements are not locked with features limited. You can get only 100 of them and they're not showing in your profile without some trickery. That is interesting. Thank you for the insider information. Julian, you've made over $1,000 in revenue and still have the limited features thing on your Steam page. So I wonder then what the trigger is to remove it. Is it maybe number of reviews or something like that? Level 9 Druid, your game sold $1,350 in 3 years and have that mark of the beast as well. So yeah, I have to do a bit more reading to figure out what the trigger is to remove it. Based on the trailer, it looks like non-standard movement mechanics. You know what, Alistair? Yeah, I'll give you that one. The box is sliding. I don't really think that's a standard movement mechanic. All right, let's get this game purchased. I'm going to put you guys over to a holding screen for a second so you don't steal my credit card information. Have a crack at the Wordle. See if you can get that one, because that is also going to give you a bingo tile. Let's get this purchased. I forgot my own security code for a second there. We got this. And we'll be able to check the file size as well. Western Station, there's apparently a Mafia Pigeon roguelike called Godfeather. I love games where the whole premise and the name of it is nothing more than a pun. To me, that's beautiful. That's someone who is so dedicated to the bit. It should be respected. Box number 341's file size is 162 megabytes, so definitely not more than a gig. Yes, Blueprints is 100% a pun. Personally, I've not played through Blueprints in its entirety. We got to play a bit of it on stream, but I have not, at least at this point in time, gone back and finished it. However, I got my wife onto it, and she played through the entire thing. She didn't get like some of like the master level puzzles at the very end done, some of the real meta stuff, but she did more than just finish the base game. She did a few of the extra advanced bonus puzzles and bits and pieces. There's a lot of hidden extra stuff at the end of that, and I did sit down and help her through some of the puzzles as well. I mean, help her through. No, that's wrong phrasing. I sat down and watched, and every now and then attempted to offer what I thought were helpful pointers or insight, but most of the time just steered her wrong, and then she solved the puzzle while I was watching. So I was there. I technically contributed. Did I help? Probably not. But it was really interesting getting to see her thought process and work through it because, man, that game has layers. Julian, Steam stock says it's based on sales and engagement, so playtime. That makes sense then. If you've got a relatively cheap game that doesn't take long to finish, people aren't talking about it, then it'd probably take a while to have that flag removed. Oh, what did I miss there? Every cheater spams that? Oh, Team Fortress 2 2017 moment. Hey, it was usual. Nicely done. Nailed it. All right, let's jump over or kill the music. Thank you. Let's get into the first game today. Sorry it's taken so long. We had a lot of chatter to get through, but we'll try and pick up the pace. I want to do at least 3 games in the stream. Oh, there we go. We've got engine logo. Oh, we didn't get a developer logo. To everyone that was waiting and hoping that they would get a bunch of things marked off of their cards in the options menu, I am so sorry to disappoint you. But at least on the main menu, there is no options screen. There is no options menu. That's super unfortunate. Hydra Litzany, welcome, how you doing? You've been deathly allergic to gaming your whole life, only recovering now. Never played Team Fortress 2. Tell me more about what you mean by deathly allergic. Like, is that just a little in-joke, or were you actually so incredibly against the idea of gaming in your younger years? And if that was the case, what was it that moved you in favor of trying them out and playing them? Or if it was just a joke, tell me that I've completely missed it and went over my head. Let's see, is this borderless full screen? It is. I'm gonna go with no, because the window freezes when I click out of it. I can't tell if it's detected the correct resolution because it's just full screen. The cursor is the right size though, so I'm going to say a tentative yes. We're going to call it. It did detect the correct resolution. It has, at the very least in full screen mode, it is upscaled to 4K resolution. You do not have many options as a box. This screen is more accurate. That joke is so stupid and I love it to bits. Thank you. That's incredible. Okay, we're gonna start. I'll start the timer. We've got 30 minutes on the clock for this one. Did you played? Okay, we've got a typo. That's incorrect grammar. Did you played box number 341 demo? No, I did not. I didn't even see. Hang on. I didn't even see an option for a demo. Go back here for a sec. There is no demo available. So developer, if you're watching this back later, please change that text. You can't expect your players to have played a demo if there is no demo available. But also, if there was a demo, make it available again. That will probably convince more people to try your game. People love free demos. Put your demo back in. All right, why am I not right next to my slot? Good question. I must go back to the slot quick, so one day I can get shipped. Okay, Sentient Box. Sentient Box, you are going to have an absolutely terrible time because you want to be shipped, but do you know what happens after you get shipped? You arrive at your destination. Do you know what happens after you arrive at your destination? Someone takes a crowbar and peels off your scalp. I think that might kill you. I don't know who told you that getting shipped was a good idea, but they lied to you, man. They lied to you. Maple Tree, people love free dams and absolutely hate paid demos. Did I say dams? I meant demos. I'm a... Hi, Jollity. I just hated playing video games all my life. I found them to be a chore. Like to watch others play, hated playing yourself, but trying to get into gaming now. The text is pretty small, I agree, Gust. Hydrolitsony, I will say the thing that will probably change your mind on that is simply finding the right game. A lot of the time, It's not about what your friends are playing, even if they are gamers. It's about what appeals to you. Don't let whatever is popular dictate what you should try. You need to find the aesthetic that you like, the gameplay mechanics that you like, the genre that you like, and that's where you probably find your home. I tell everyone that there is a game for everyone. There's so many games out there that it's impossible not to. Oh, Fuchs redeeming free space. Oh, pause the timer for a sec because we're ranting anyway. Reset it because we've not done anything. Fuchs, which space are you doing? DLC, but it's not a bingo. All right, everyone gets to mark off both redeem something and DLC. So go ahead and mark both of those off. Fuchs being a generous soul and helping everyone out with their bingos today. It was never about the right game. It did not matter what it was. I genuinely hated the experience. Try and trust me. That's really interesting. Because yeah, I've spoken to a number of people that like, I just don't get gaming. Like, I don't get why you would do it. Like, what's the point? I could be using my time to do something else. It's just the games that they did try, they felt like they were just ticking things off a list. It wasn't particularly enjoyable. And like, from that perspective, I understand it. But that also says to me that you probably haven't found the right one yet that actually engrosses you. So you're probably looking for something that's more narrative driven. At which point they would probably still argue, why would I not just read a book? But then those people that complained that games were boring and checklisty were also the ones that had, you know, reached over level 1000 in Candy Crush on their phone. So I'm like, well, you obviously do enjoy games, but not what you classify as games. There's no borderless full screen, is there? No, so that's, I don't believe that's a tile. We need borderless windowed full screen. And this is not it. It is full screen. It is technically borderless, but the problem is if I click out of it, the game freezes. So it's not true windowed. Not like on that one. How should I say, you're really into Pikmin, Persona, and Pokemon. Wait until start with a P. There could be a trend there. There could be something there that's going on. Carl says borderless. Oh, no, yeah, go ahead and mark it off then. Borderless full screen. We'll give it. We'll give it. Go ahead and mark it off. Borderless full screen. Robo Twilight has convinced me. Who, if I am not mistaken, please correct me. I always forget who's linked to which. Robo Twilight, Pancake Sparkle? I think. My memory is terrible, so forgive me if I'm wrong. Oh, god damn it, it was me. I was muted. Thank you. That is Grail missed something. You can mark that off. Gust is also redeeming free space. Gust, what are you redeeming? I saw it on the chat too late. Should read his lips. Yep. Graeldon forgot something important. You get to mark that off. Gust is redeeming text overlapping something. Gust, are you also redeeming bingo? This is the big question. Have we got it? What I was saying is that so far this is a good tutorial and I'm loving the little mechanics of things flipping around. Because that is, it's cute. But it's also clever and it's like, okay, you have to be in the right orientation for it to count as a goal. Gust is redeeming bingo. Okay, let's hop over and take a look. We need to verify. And I still have not remembered to go and set up appropriate music for when we're doing verification. All right, where is Gust?
At Fuchs
Hey.
donated $2 Canadian to the war funds. Switch into phone, data, driving 1 hour for a B-day.
Ooh, drive safely, mate. Don't get too distracted on the road. Safe travels. All right, Gust managed to get less than 200 reviews, correct resolution, DLC, dialogue box, text overlapping something, and borderless full screen. That is a bingo. All right, let's go ahead and give you your 2 bingo points. That was a clean line on the right-hand side there as well. Nicely done. Where are we? There we go. Just 2 points there. And we need to add it onto our tracker here as well. Where is my leaderboard? There. Like, I've got a list of things on the side here for elements on screen, and I purposely put the leaderboard one as like the second from the top. It's right underneath the bingo list. And every time I go to look for it, I still miss it. I'm just that dumb. Alistair Kessel, does bingo need 6 in a row on this board or 5? It needs 6 on this one. So we've got 3 different sizes, a 5x5, 6x6, 7x7. You always need basically a full line from end to end across the board, either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. So if we're on the 7x7, you need 7. But that's why it's worth 3 points instead of the 1 that you get for the 5x5. If it's more challenging, you get more of a reward. Makes sense. All right, that means Mediate, you can go ahead and clear off the bingo list. That one is done for this game. Well done, Gust. And now we can just focus on the game. Here we go. Oh, man, am I upside down? I can't look like that when I'm being delivered. Oh, man, you've never dealt with any postal service ever, have you? Press space, 2.5 blocks-ish. That's a huge jump for a crate. Bishcuts, welcome to the Crusade. Congratulations, you got a gifted membership from Fuchs Card Expo. Holy moly. And Gray as well, who is celebrating 30 months of membership. Thank you so much, both of you, for your support of the channel. Let's give some treats. Oh, we've only got Panda here now. Hi. Get 2. She gets 2 treats because Stella ran away. She obviously didn't care that much about the treats. Graham misses something times 2. Did I miss another one? Gust also celebrating 14 months.
83 joined the crusade.
That's huge. I'm still amazed that you guys have hung around that long, if I'm being perfectly honest. I thought that after the initial explosion of interest on the channel, within like a month, everyone would be like, bored. Mediate with 11 months as well. Those are huge milestones. The Gray's been here for over 2 years, which is wild. Gust over 1 year now. Mediate coming up to 1 year of membership as well. Solid Kissin for 4 months. Holy moly. Elarak here for 17 months, so over a year. I love that everyone's chipping in for it. This is fantastic. I love it. Hang on, let me pause the time for a second. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all of you that are here that have been supporting the channel. You honestly give me the motivation to keep progressing and keep working through this. So it just, I honestly don't know how to convey how grateful I am to all of you being here and supporting this stupid project. Richard! With exactly 2 years of membership. You are all absolutely wonderful people, and I hope nothing but the best happens to all of you, because you deserve it. Just, you guys blow my mind, honestly. Thank you. Just, thank you for being here. You're amazing. Oh God. I don't even know if I want to keep playing the game now. I'm just... genuinely speechless. Hydropsy, how do you check membership stuff? Usually if you've hit a milestone, if you're on YouTube, there'll be a button down the bottom to celebrate a milestone.
Donated $5 Canadian to the war funds. Was here for a much longer time before I became a member, then had issues with membership. So, no idea. Sitting in my car, it's not started yet.
Let's see what I can find. Fiuk, I might actually be able to tell you because I've got some of it on the back end. How easily and quickly can I see this without breaking things? Give me a second. I want to find this out for you now. I know it's not super important for everything that's going on stream, but You've piqued my curiosity, and I want to see if I can find it.
At Skylark Blue 1 joined the crusade.
Woo! Sky with 2 months of membership as well. Thank you. Sky, would you mind just blocking Glamorous? Let's get them out of here. They're just a bot. Sky is amazing. Not only are they supporting the channel, and they also give me some helpful ideas for other things. Like without Sky, we wouldn't have done the Christmas fundraising streams at the end of the year either. So they genuinely make a difference to this community. But they also just hang out on Twitch and help keep an eye on things over there as well. So thank you. Let me have a quick look here. Can I see? I need to find where Fuke is. There. Fuke's Card Expo. At least on that username, it's been 4 months, Fuke. So thank you. I'm pretty sure you have been supporting for longer than that, though, but I'd have to go back through some of the historical like scripts and things I've written where your name's been mentioned. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's been about double that. I think you've been supporting for close to 8 months off the top of my head. Holy cow. They got through the filters. They did. They always try and find a sneaky way. Yeah, one day, Hydrolidsony, you'll get one of the random gift subs. Love Nigeria, normally not able to even watch YouTube from your lands, let alone buy something. You were very lucky. I'm glad it went through. Honestly, sometimes it's a bit tricky with those things. Regional stuff is annoying. If you've been watching for about a year, I think it's been the better half of a year for sure. I say this channel's been going for 3 years now, which is 3 years longer than I thought it was going to go for. All right, sorry. We've got a game to play. Let's get back to it. I'm meant to be playing a game. I'm not very good at multitasking. All right, so we have a crate. It has a stupidly high jump. We can rotate, and so we have to rotate twice. Now it's in the correct orientation. We beat the level. Beautiful. So far, so good. It's very simple. Ah, again. This time the slot's much higher, too. What should I do? Are you lost? You and cheese. Whoa, you scared me. Who are you? I'm Mouse. Been here for years. You can ask me anything about this warehouse or cheese. Probably not cheese, but do you know how to get up there for my slot? See the red puddle out there? That helps you jump high when you step on it and die onto yourself. Let's go try that out. How did the mouse figure it out, and where did this die come from? Oh. Also, this music is weirdly sneaky aesthetics. Huh. Gus, still surprising it's been over a year since you've been here. I'm curious, Gus, if it's been over a year, which was the video that you found me on? Because I know a lot of people found me through the bloody Member the Alamo video, but a lot of people also stumble upon it from like Arcane Rays and various other ones. Is there a box of Graeldon, a silly voice? Yeah, that's just a guarantee for every stream. All right, so even higher jump if we have the red puddle. Got it. All right. So we want that first, so that we've got the jump. And then we do need to rotate and rotate again. But now the jump doesn't work. Huh. But, well, now I'm confused. I thought I might be able to spread that onto other surfaces, but apparently not. I can't drop down first. Why is there red paint on the roof up there? How am I meant to do anything with that? Hang on. Maybe I need to go up here first and then I can get red paint on that side. Aha! There we go. That'll do it. Now that's clever. That's starting to get you thinking a little bit, pardon the pun, outside the box. Gus, pretty sure it was anyway. Oh, bloody hell, that game was weird. That was the first game, and I know it was early on in the series, but it was the first game in my entire like gaming history where I was legitimately terrified I downloaded some kind of virus onto my computer. There was something just sinister in terms of the underlying tones of the game that made me feel like I was diving into something. I was looking at something that I shouldn't be. Like, it was all a front for something. It was so bizarre. So bizarre. I'm also loving that this pigeon's body is bouncing up and down, but its head is staying still. Like, it's got that, what's that called? Like, gyro stabilization? Something like that. Hey there, I'm a pigeon. What are you up to? Need to get to my slot, but there's a big gap in the way. Oh, I see. Well, I suggest you fly across. I can't fly like you, pigeon. I'm just a box. Oh, right. Only I am that talented at flying. Talented. Oh dear. Well, how about this? You could dye yourself yellow to move faster. Might be messy, but it could work. Me Patriot was the 100 hidden cats. Oh, good lord, that was one hell of an episode. I felt sorry for Ty, who was the editor at the time of that video, because all of a sudden he had, like, for the first time, actually it wasn't the first time, it was like the second or third time, an hour-long video that he needed to edit, which, surprisingly enough, is a lot. Okay, yeah, so we can do that one more time. Why can't I jump anymore? Huh? What mechanic did I miss here? That one allows me to jump. That one allows me to jump. That one still allows me to jump. Did I get a bug? That was strange. Huh. Matey, I don't remember what video I first found you on with. All I know is that I subbed around July 2023, so probably one that came around then. I don't even remember what I was releasing around then. That's a lot of fun things. The other thing's not glue. The other thing makes you move faster. So I don't know why it was stopping me from jumping. Very odd.
Hey, box number 341. Guess what I feel? Some yellow red puddles. I thought it was cheese and ketchup at first, but it turns out it's just more liquid mousse.
Oh, really? That's disappointing.
Yeah, I was really hoping for some cheese and ketchup. You know, they're a wonderful combination. You should try mixing them together. One.
I think that was meant to be another word after that, but it just ended at one. Fix thinks it was, 10 million. That game was great. I still need to get that on mobile because obviously it would be a great game for the commute. That was a real genuine surprise game. Loved that game. Yeah, maybe I'll consider it. How do boxes eat? I mean, when we just store stuff in them, is that them eating? Okay, so we need the bigger jump, but we also need to rotate. So we need to jump that. No? No, we need to rotate so we can get red on that side, but don't replace it. And then we do that. I could have soft locked myself there. Hang on a sec. If I pause. Hey, there we go. Now we've got sound toggles, I guess. Orientation indication, replay level. Okay. I want to go back. Is there there is a level select. I want to check something here. Yeah. Did that. I guess it's not a soft lock because you've always got a reset button, right? Okay, so that doesn't replace it. That's good to know. Ah! Yeah, something's happening with triggering two things at the same time. I now can't actually jump at all. It's broken. So it's not a problem with the color, it's a problem of interacting with like two things at once. That's odd, because yeah, now I can still jump. So hang on, what is triggering that? Let's see if we can do something to help the dev here. So I'm on red. That still worked. So what was I doing before that was stopping it from working? I wonder if it's because I was somehow like jumping at the same time as triggering it, but that doesn't seem to be doing it here. There's definitely some kind of weird interaction that's happening. That was still green for a second. Is that because it's going? Not sure. We'll have to pay more attention. It's a problem with interacting with two things at once. I hate that I think I know exactly what this code is doing because I end up with this issue in my Unity games constantly. I mean, it's just a theory. There, it did it again. Again, I can't jump. So there's something going on with that interaction where it's like flipping onto a color and it's just preventing it from triggering. Because that worked because I landed on the right, like on just normal ground. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. If I flip and land on the color, I think it makes it so I can't jump. Yep. We're able to trigger it a little bit more consistently there. That one was fine. It is tricky, but it's already happened like twice through normal gameplay, so it's not impossible. All right, anyway, we can just carry on and beat this level now because we know what we're doing. There we go. Nearly missed the jump. But hopefully that helps the devs. Like, if you've got a bug that is triggered 2 times in the first 10 levels, that needs to be fixed. Because that's going to be a break point for a lot of players where they go, well, if this is bugged, what else is bugged? Okay, let's do that color there. That we then flip and we... Oh. Well, that didn't work. Different way to do that. Nope, that's the correct way. I just missed the jump. Sometimes I feel so brilliant soaring above all these puddles. No need to get dirty. Flying must be convenient, Pigeon, but I'm quite content with my boxy existence. Well, you know, I could teach you how to fly. It's easy for me. Oh, I appreciate the offer, Pigeon, but I think I'll stick to the ground. These puddles might be messy, but I can use them to move around. It's not too bad. How are we wiping off the box? Yeah, maybe there will be a clean mechanic later where we can remove something from a surface and reapply it. Jazzy Caddy, welcome! Sorry you're late, was locked in playing Fantasy Life I for the Nintendo Switch 2. I have heard that apparently that's a very, very good game. I think Fang over in the Discord was a big fan of Fantasy Life. I'm sure they would love to chat your ear off about it. There we go, even Mediate's playing it. Have we had any good games so far? Well, we've been chatting a lot by accident. We're still in the first game. This one, I would say so far is... It's not bad. It's just not great either. And also, I just messed that up. That's not going to work. We have to go up here, then flip, then get that. And then we can jump up that way, rotate back, and we can... Yeah, nailed it. Okay. So far as puzzle mechanic goes, not bad. Hi, Pigeon. I found I can flip myself and dip into colors to make getting back to my slot easier. Smart thinking, Box. Keep at it and you might just be as brilliant as me someday. Thanks, Pigeon. I'll keep trying. So positive. What a happy little box. I do appreciate that they changed the music every few levels, but I think they've gone back to the first piece again now. So like, it needs more. Needs more. Okay, so we could do that, and that, but then why would I want to rotate? I need to rotate 3 times? And do once there. Oh, what? No! Oh, that was mean. Do I want to hit one of these and then rotate and then apply it? I could do that, but then I can't apply it on there. So that's definitely not the move. I think we are meant to do that. Then we flip. No. That flip has to come later, because otherwise I can't jump up high enough to get back up here. I think. Yeah, definitely not. Okay. I'm an idiot. It's going to be one of those games where it's all about just getting the right sequence of events, isn't it? Okay, I can't not trigger that. But then I also can't not trigger that. That leaves me with just the high jump, whereas I need actually to be moving faster. Maybe I do need that on a different side. Huh. What if I did that? can rotate once there, rotate again there, and then jump back up. No, it's still on the wrong surface, isn't it? Ah, but I can put it on that side now. Then rotate, and then... Good, and then I can jump my way back up here, and we're done. Yeah! Okay. Hey, what's up? What are you doing over there? Oh, hi. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the slot up there. Ah, I see. Those white puddles can be quite useful. You could use them as glue to climb up the wall. That's an interesting idea, Fox. Thanks for the suggestion. No problem. By the way, I've been noticing these puddles all over lately. I think there must be something causing them. I'm going to find out who and give them a little trick of my own as punishment. Oh, good luck with that, Fox. I'll stick to navigating these puddles for now. Ah, yes, all these conveniently placed puddles on walls. White lets you stick yourself on the wall. Press W as to move off it. Okay. Very cool. It's like glue. I like it. So far, like, the tutorial's good at introducing mechanics. Okay, and that allows us to stick to the ceiling. Yes. Love it. What I would love is for the ending of this game to reveal that it was Solid Snake inside of the crate all along. It wasn't sentient. It was just... He throws off the crate at the end of it.
Hey, Bugs, look! Look what I found over here! Isn't this exciting?
What is it, Mouse?
It's a white puddle. And you know what? Looks just like mozzarella!
Mozzarella? Really? I'm not so sure about that, Mouse. Ah, yes, crate, because after living your entire life inside of a warehouse, you are the expert on what type of cheese it might be. I know you won't have the rights to Solid Snake, Solu. Also, welcome, how you doing? It might not have to be Solid Snake. It could be Liquid Reptile. Demu version of Solid Snake.
Oh, come on, Bugs! Look at it! It's practically screaming cheese! Maybe I should test it to confirm.
Wait, Mouse. I don't think it's a good idea. It might not be safe to eat. Just, I've been here for a while, sorry. It's the first comment I've seen of yours, or maybe I missed one earlier. Probably the case. Oh, you won the Wordle! I did not know. Honestly, I saw the Wordle got won. I didn't see who won it. I've got the chat commands filtered out of the actual chat list, so I can keep an eye on what people are actually saying rather than seeing all the commands. So I can't see who submits it correctly. But honestly, just blame that on my memory. When in doubt, pretend I'm stupid. That tends to answer most questions. Oh, okay. Our thing's up there now. Got it. We rotate. We go up the wall, but I can't jump off the wall, so I guess we go that way, and then we go up and across. Aha. There we go. Interesting. Okay, if we put it there, it's gonna be at the bottom, and then we rotate, and then it's on the wall. Okay, so we can do that, and then rotate, and that lets us go back up this way. And I probably should have put that. Yeah, I missed that. Okay, so do that. That's dumb. Do that, then flip, and then go up and put it there as well. And then we go that way, and then we flip, and then that goes there. And yeah, there we go. That still works. Yay! Nailed it.
See the big gap over there, Bugs? I just spotted a piece of cheese just on the other side. I heard you're good with those liquids. Think you can help me get it?
Sure thing, Mouse. My slot's over there too, so I'll give it a try.
Perfect. If anyone can bridge that gap, it's you.
Thank you for your faith in a sentient crate. This looks interesting. That's not going to put the glue on the side that I would have expected to put the glue on, so... Ah, I see. I need to do that, and then rotate, and then... That's maybe... Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, but no, I didn't want that on the bottom. I need to do that, and then we just get ourselves wedged in the gap, put that there, and we... Yeah! Nailed it. Mouse of voice watching. I need to keep some helium on hand on the side. Press S or A in the opposite direction to prevent sticking. Yes. That would have been useful to know before, but we did figure that out. If we rotate, that's going to put us on the top. And then we drop off, puts us on the side, and then we do a hop. There we go that way, and we're done. Hey, Fox! Any progress figuring out all these puddles everywhere? Oh, weird, isn't it? It's strange. I've already forgotten what voice I did for this guy. It's gone. What's even stranger is those humans with the yellow helmets. They're usually here every day. Now, gone. Humans? Yellow helmets? I didn't even know there were humans here. Oh, they're real alright. Always running around making noise. But now it's like they vanished. They left a mess behind. We're getting some lore of this world. There were humans here at some point for some reason. If I drop onto that white first, it'll just be stuck on the right-hand side, and I can't jump off of walls, so that's not going to be particularly helpful. What's the play here? So we can get that there, and there, and there, which helps us how? Because we need that on the other side, but I can't jump out of here. What I will say is a nice touch that they've included in the background is the dynamic shadows on the box. They didn't need to go to that level, but it's quite a nice aesthetic. So in theory, I need to get the white paint out so I can rotate it onto the left wall, or at least onto the roof. Yeah, I would just be able to grab that on the side. Okay, I see it. I can do that. And then I will need to rotate here. No. Ooh. Oh, this is sneaky. I think I just wanted to make sure I didn't coat all the surfaces. Well, that wasn't quite what I meant to do, but that works. Now it's still on the wrong side. How am I meant to get up there while having the red paint on the top? Because I can't do that jump without the red paint. And I have to get the paint and then rotate twice. Right? But then I could get it on the bottom again. Okay, so I could do rotate, rotate, get it again. And then I can jump up like that. And then I put the white paint on the side there. That allows me to just get up to there. But now I have another problem, and that's I'm out of rotations. And that's not going to help me get on that side. Okay, that's not it. Because I need the white to be on the top at the end of it. Alright. What if I just do that, and then hop out? That's good. Do that. Yes, I think this still works. I can do that. More red paint there. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. That does it. Okay. 11 Druid, hire me to voice your game someday. You're more than welcome to. I think that would be a lot of good fun. There was actually someone who reached out to me a little while back and asked me to voice a section for a video that they're recording. I have no idea what's come of that, but I gave them some voice lines. If it ever gets released, they said they'll let me know and they'll get tagged in it. So when that happens, I'll let you guys know about it. It was not a famous YouTuber or anyone like that. It was someone who was just like, oh, I'd love to have you do a thing. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? No worries, so I'll see you in a bit. And when you come back, just let me know, because I'll probably forget that you ever left. Daniel, the humans left all their box sauce on the ground and neither cleaned it up nor munched the box. Yeah, it seems a little bit weird, doesn't it? Okay, our box is actually currently the right way up, but we just can't quite get out of here in this orientation. If we flip twice, that'll put the red in not a particularly useful spot. Now I can't jump over to there. Not quite. But actually, technically the box is the wrong orientation. I still need to go this way. Flip one more time. Yeah! Freaking genius. Grau has no object permanence. You calling yourself an object, Solu? You're not a person? You're just an object? Box jump lower when face dye in white is on bottom. Yes, I did notice that. Again, would have been helpful to call that out earlier. Okay, that's... Okay, that lets me jump up to there, but... How do I get up higher? Ugh. I've missed something here. Okay, reset. Now, that's the only surface that I can dye. I can't get up there. This I can use to go... Can I get up here? I can. Okay, there we go. That lets me do that. Now I have the right-hand side and the top, so I can get up to there. We drop down and get the yellow. We do a big jump over. And now we just need to see if we've got what we need to get up to the top. Which I think we don't. No, because we got white on the bottom and I cannot do a big jump. I can't jump good. Solicus, and you're a fox. Well, I have news for you. Foxes are also not objects. Neo, welcome. How you doing? You're just a YouTube stream commenter, of course. Still not an object, technically. I've got a stream day already. Yeah, it is stream day. Welcome. The box is boxing as best it can. Am I puzzling as best I can? Probably not. Okay, that is definitely the right first move. We then can't get up there, so our only option is to rotate again. It's a very simple but clever mechanic. But now I can get the yellow. I can get that one, which leaves me with one more that I need to get, and I will get it while I'm up here. No, come on, I'm so close. I needed that side to be white. Okay. I think we can do this. We do that. We go back, paint it again. We go back. Ooh, no, or do we? Hang on. No, that's wrong. Do that. We do that. No, I can't get up there. So it has to be that. Flip there. Get the yellow. Jump across. Flip again. And then we'll need this bottom to be white so that we can get up. So actually... Yeah, that's kind of buggered me. Because I needed the right there to be white, not yellow. I must be doing those in the wrong order. I'm aware we're out of time. We'll move on in a second. I just want to see if I can finish this. Am I smart enough to beat this level? So far, the jury says no. Okay. I can also go that way. Can drop back down and paint that side, but then I think that stuffs me. Yeah, I can't then go the other way. It does put the white bit where I want it, but still kind of stuck. EXP Sanity, what's stopping me from painting all sides? Technically, I have to get the yellow in order to be able to make the jump over to the left. Like, that is a must-have. I can't get it yet. I have to flip one more time. So I have to get... This is correct setup. There's no other option from here. So from here, I can go up this way, and then I can get the yellow and make the jump over to the left and then flip. Or I can go up this way. I can get an extra white surface and then go across to the side as well. If I get the white surface, that will then be on the bottom. I then jump up. I flip it. It's then on the right. Yellow on the bottom. Would then make me flip again, which is bad. I think I do want... Hang on. Let's see this through. If I get yellow on the bottom here... I can then make the jump to the left. I would then flip, and I would have yellow on the right, nothing on the bottom. Yeah, surely that's got to be it. That gets it there. I flip. I then go this way. Get white on the bottom. Flip again. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Aha! Hey there, box. I just came back from the city and I've got bad news. Uh-oh, what happened? It seems like the whole city is not functioning at all. I wonder if it's the end of the world or if it's just some weird holiday. That doesn't sound good. Do you think I'll still get delivered? Don't lose hope, Box. The Admirable Pigeon is always supporting you. Just keep on getting back to your slot and everything might just work out eventually. This is the weirdest postal system I've ever seen. Alright, we are gonna pause there. Let's go back to the main menu. Okay, looks like there's a decent number of levels. In fact, there are 100 levels to play through before the box maybe finally gets delivered. Who knows? I like the fact that there seems to be a little bit of like a subplot story that's hiding behind things, and it clearly shows that it introduces new paint colors, like there's black paint, light blue paint. So there's a lot of interesting mechanics at play. I think it's taking a bit too long to introduce some of them. It's a cute game with an interesting puzzle idea. It's simple and easy to understand, but unfortunately the game's not presented in a way that makes it super appealing or interesting to get into. It's probably doing a few too many cutscenes, where what it could be doing is having the characters in the level and text appears like as you move around. Like, tell the story and the gameplay at the same time rather than breaking it up with a whole bunch of cutscenes that so far haven't really added anything for the majority of them. Like, it's giving some personalization to it, but it also doesn't need to, and that extra fluff might deter a few people. I think the puzzle mechanics themselves are nicely thought out, and they seem to be applied in interesting ways, but the fact that in like the first 10 levels we encountered a bug that prevented me from jumping not just once but twice, and we were able to replicate it, tells me that there's something in the programming that's not working the way that it's supposed to, so it needs a bit of further refinement. Overall, it's not a bad game. I just think there is definitely some room for improvement there. And I do think it deserves a little bit more love than what it got. I think it's appropriately priced as well. It's $5.95 Australian, so that probably converts to what, roughly $4 or $5 US. So I think it's in the right price point for what it is. What I will say though is that the screenshots don't really show any of the charm that the game has. It also doesn't really show much in the way of mechanics. This shows me a box with green paint on the top and bottom, but doesn't do me anything to tell me what the green paint is doing. So it shows me aesthetic as a game, doesn't tell me anything else about the game. This screenshot, better. It shows me a basic mechanic, and that's the box needs to be flipped. However, that's not the most interesting mechanic that your game has. Yes, it's a consistent mechanic of the game, but it's not an interesting mechanic. I look at that and I go, okay, I can rotate a box. Cool. It doesn't really inspire me to purchase it. This screenshot, better. It shows me a bit going on, piques my curiosity about what the different colors might be, and now I can see some of the ramps in action as well. So this is good. There's some things going on here that make my brain go, ooh, what's that? This one's nice. Shows a little bit of personality of the characters, shows that there's a little bit of story without revealing anything that it doesn't need to, and that it's skippable. Level select screen, kind of here, not here nor there. Like, it's the first set of levels. It only shows up to level 10, so it doesn't even tell me how many levels there are in your game. Again, shows a bit more of the aesthetic, shows a bit more personalization with the crate being asleep, but doesn't tell me much more about the game than that. And then the last screenshot, this one's better. It shows the box stuck to the side of something. It shows a button that we haven't seen before. It's showing mechanics in action. And that is more interesting. You want to showcase the unique aspects of your game to make it stand out from everything else. Most of your screenshots don't do that. So I would look at touching that up a little bit as well. The trailer did a better job of showing some of that in action. Level Druid, I have one question. My game's demo is 5 hours long. Do you need a key in this case? Not necessarily, no. If you think I'd be able to get enough from the demo of your game, do that. Which, thank you for reminding me, was the other feedback for the dev. You have a demo for the game, or at least you did at some point. Make that demo available for your players. That's the best thing I can suggest. Okay. Most people who have played the game quite like it, saying things like it's cozy, there's a chill puzzle game with personality. Overall, seems to be well received. And I can see why, and I do agree with that. I think if you're looking for a simple puzzle game, cute aesthetic, makes you think a little bit, but not too hard. Like, it's very easy to pick up and play. This game does a good job of delivering that. I think the reason it hasn't seen the success that it should is that it just simply hasn't been marketed as well as it could have been. The devs' friends did their job. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. All right, let's move on to the next game. We're done with this one. Let's move on to the next. Where's my wheel gone? Here we go. All right, we're going to remove both of those and just add the 6x6 back in. All right, coming up next, new round, new bingo. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, 6x6 twice in a row. Okay. And we're going to be playing Astro Forge. All right, so let's scramble and clear all cards. There we go. Mediate is at the helm and ready to go. Let's have a look at Astro Forge. I wonder if I got a key for this one. We'll find out together. Doesn't look like it. Astro Forge Space Pirates. Oh, okay. See, now people were questioning earlier, why did we call this Wheel of Misfortune? This might be it. Now, hopefully I'm going to be pleasantly surprised, but ooh, immediately this is giving FDL on a $5 budget vibes. All right, Astro Forge. Build your unique spaceship and explore space. Travel between planets, fight different opponents, trade, and develop. Build the most efficient ship and fight with players. There's multiplayer. Jazzy Caddy celebrating 2 years of membership. Thank you so much, Jazzy Caddy, for supporting the channel. You're an absolute freaking legend. And also just thank you for being part of the community. It is always a pleasure to have you around. Jolissi, you love B&Gs. We always love B&Gs here. So this has had 5 reviews, so we definitely get less than 200. It was released after 2020. We've got the same developer and publisher, Frostfire. They have made a handful of other games, actually. Archipelago, Island Survival. Looks about what I would have expected. And Castle Conquest Medieval Strategy. Now, it's interesting to note that all 3 of these games were released in 2024. One in March, one in April, one in October. That's unusual to have so many games release in such a short time. They usually would be at least a year apart. So they're either working on all 3 games simultaneously, or all 3 games are incredibly basic. And I am already, my AI sensors are engaged. You smell that? Can you smell that? It smells like AI. Getting AI vibes here. How else could you do so many games so quickly? 11 Dread, why not? I'm releasing 4 games in this year as well. That's what I'm saying. I think it depends on the scope of the game, right? It might not be AI. I could be making false claims here. I won't know until we look a little bit more deeply into it. But to release so many games so quickly, they're either streamlining their development cycle through the use of AI, or it's an incredibly simple game that's like an asset flip or something like that that doesn't require so much in-depth development. So let's see which it is, shall we? We have a trailer. Let's have a look at it. It is 1 minute and 17 seconds. Oh, that's loud. Oh yeah, heavy FTL vibes. Star Noob and Magnus 111. Okay. Care for resources, recover team. So far, what I will say is the icons are a complete mess. We do have definitely currency. I'm not sure what else we've got, but we have currency. This isn't dialogue box. We can call that text overlapping something. In fact, there's multiple instances of it. That definitely text overlapping something. So yeah, it's like FTL, but tile-based on the ship, rather than like modules. XP Sandy, should you mark the UI one? What, the UI is an eyesore? Yes, absolutely. The UI is an eyesore for sure. Okay, can we figure out what we're looking at here? There's a fast forward button up the top, something that's like zoom levels, some kind of either fight timer or buff or something like that. We've got speed, maybe armor. This might be like a warp drive that's charging 280 units, like on board the ship, maybe 120% battery or fuel, 78 engineers, and there's other various buttons. I'm assuming one of these has to be health. It's probably this one on the sides here. They've got 23 and 50. Yes, because that just went down when they got shot. So we've got health. Ugh, okay. All right. Oh, yes, I love watching numbers go up when they're completely meaningless to me. Thank you, Dev. Oh, look at those numbers. They're big numbers. I don't like this. What do we think, guys? This art looks kind of sus to me. Like, what's with the random little scribbles on the letters? It's not making it look metallic or energy-like, or I don't know what it is. That's kind of weird. I don't want to label it AI if it has been made by someone, because that's like incredibly derogatory to be like, oh, I handcrafted this art, but it looks like AI. That hurts. Let's have a look what else we've got here. Do we have the word unique anyway? The trailer was longer than a minute. We do have unique. We've got it twice. Unique spaceship and explore space, and unique combat system. So we've got unique in the description. We don't have any gifts, so immediately they could feel that a bit better. We also just have a random dot underneath open world, which okay. We're going to call that a typo because that shouldn't be there. But I also know that that commonly appears in AI generated text. And we do have this lovely dot point system here and here as well, but it doesn't read. Actually, yeah, it does actually read like it's been AI written and then edited afterwards. Developers describe how the game uses AI generated content like this. Artificial intelligence was used in the creation of the game to create the pictures. There we go. There is AI, but yeah, exactly as we're saying. They've tried to say it's open world. Set out to explore the open world in the Rubez star cluster. Here you'll meet representatives of 15 factions and 13 intelligent races. Fight with them, trade, or keep neutral. Only your choice. Of course it's only my choice. I'm the one playing. If it was only your choice, we'd have a problem. Travel between more than 35 planets, explore nebulae, asteroids, and anomalies. Astro Forge gives you complete freedom of action on the way to your goal. Fight or trade complete missions or attack entire planets. Oh, but we're space pirates, so diplomacy isn't really an option when you think about it. Game features. Simple and clear interface. Would you like to reconsider? There is nothing about this that screams simple and clear. This is a cluttered mess. It's 16 supported. Like, okay, we've got multiple languages supported, but only in the interface, so they've translated the text. Cool. All right. I mean, look, they didn't have to. They did. Good job. Indie game being translated in AI in 18 languages, also an AI red flag, Neo. I agree. It's either an AI red flag or just someone who wrote all the text in a document and knows how to use Google Translate. It could be either or on there, to be honest. I highly doubt anyone's verified that the translation is good. We only have 16 achievements, so we don't qualify for that bingo tile. We need at least 20 to qualify for the tile. No website, no YouTube. We do have no... oh, we've added an additional optional tutorial so you can better understand the game. Are you telling me you launched your game without a tutorial? Someone commented on it. Great idea, thank you. I don't know why I find that so funny, but that's great. Oh no. Okay, this game looks like it's going to be a bit of a mess, but maybe there are some interesting mechanics hiding under it. It doesn't have any relevant games there, but it says it's similar to the last Starship. Elite Dangerous. That's a dangerous comparison. Oxygen not included. No. And Age of Reforging the Freelands. No. No, related games are unrelated. Definitely unrelated. Mediate, at least Kingdom Hearts confuses me in a way I like. I'm with you on that one. Okay. Hydrology, this looks like such a train wreck. It's kind of redeeming itself. I can't wait to see. And the best part is, they didn't even send me a key for it. I have to buy the game. Are you serious? One of these things is not like the others. Rob, you're absolutely correct. One of these things just doesn't belong. Oh, you don't know how true that is. All right, I'm going to get this purchased. You guys go to a holding screen, enjoy some background music, have a crack at the Wordle. Let's get this going. We've got to just get into this and see how bad it is. There's only one way to find out. My hopes are not high. However, I've played games before that look like absolute terrible messes. And they've turned out to be good. I will be surprised if this is one of them. Robo Twilight, I feel bad for your money. It's going towards AI slop. In this day and age, it is unfortunately by and far like unavoidable. But at the very least, if I'm only playing it for half an hour, if it is 100% AI, we can refund it. All right, what was the file size? Let's take a look. Astro Forge, file size 637 megabytes. It's all 2D sprites. How is this over half of a gig? Oh, I can't wait to find out. Oh, that doesn't bode well. While you guys are doing the Wordle, I am just looking at the achievements on the game. There's an achievement for defeating your first opponent, which obviously is going to be something that happens pretty early on. 65% of players have this. The second achievement for boarding a ship immediately goes down to 28.2%. There is a huge drop-off. That's a bit scary. This game is doing something to push its players away very, very quickly. Rob voices things. Also, just want to say, super glad I came across your channel. Thank you for the kind words and welcome to the community. Need to follow more interesting gaming channels. Hell yes. There's a lot of more niche gaming channels out there that are focused on less popular games and highlighting them in interesting ways. They are all worth following. Like, don't get me wrong, there's something lovely about just having your comfort YouTuber that plays games you're familiar with and you just enjoy their commentary and you want them to succeed. But ever since like kind of getting into this niche myself, I am really enjoying being able to support other content creators that are actively supporting smaller devs and games that are out there, because it is hard to get discovered on those kinds of platforms when you're publishing a game unless you've got a big budget for marketing. So it's kind of nice to be able to do something to be able to help with that a little bit more. If you are interested in that kind of thing, one that I would recommend checking out, there's another YouTuber called No Caps, all one word, lowercase, No Caps. They specialize in vibes-based indie games, and their content is 100% worth checking out. Cannot give them enough shout-outs. There's another YouTuber that I just stumbled across who happens to be a fellow Australian, actually, called Sparks World, and they've started going on a bit of a mission looking at some of the sloppiest of slop on Steam. Their thing that they usually have been kind of diving into is that they will go and sort Steam by the newest releases and play through them until they find something that's actually kind of good. Very entertaining, good way to discover some interesting channels and some interesting games. Robotwell, I hope this isn't one of those malware games that you got on Steam previously. I hope not as well. I don't think it is. I think it's just low effort. What I missed there. I sometimes pack those with junk data or zeros to make analysis harder. It kind of scares me if that's what they're doing. What else did I miss there? Time to check the files, each one's taking up all the space. Good point, actually. Let's see what I can find. Oops, didn't mean that. I've got to remove that from my taskbar. Don't... Copilot on my taskbar. I can go away. You guys have nearly got the Wordle. You're getting there. You've got a few letters in the right spot. You know where the E and the D go. You know there's a P in it. The biped was a pretty good guess, to be honest. Applied! Nicely done. Go ahead and mark off your bingo tile. Let me just double check. Can I quickly see anything in the files that looks sus? Oh. You know what I love seeing when I look into game files? Apologies that I can't make this much bigger on screen. I love going into the game files and seeing one called Astro Forge Space Pirates Burst Debug Information _ do not ship. I love seeing do not ship files. That's just great. These are okay, that's fine. It's built in Unity. What is taking up all the space? Those aren't particularly big. It's like, well, actually, the assets file is 279 megabytes. It's all these shared assets files, so it is game files. Nothing there. Resources, default resources, plugins. Nothing big there. Nothing jumping out to me as sus, but then who's going to label a folder in there that says, oh, hello, Google mobile ads files. Is this game also available on mobile devices? Can someone have a look and see if you can get Astro Forge in the App Store? Because we do have a tile for games being on multiple platforms. But that would also explain why there's a Google mobile ads file in here. That's a little suspicious. All right, while you guys are looking into that, let's actually play the darn game, shall we? Gotta get this over with. It's like tearing off a band-aid. You just gotta do it. Oh, sorry, my chat had paused. I've missed all the messages. Maybe Troy learned of an Australian YouTuber that... Let's turn that down. Oh yes, floating UI buttons. I love this aesthetic. Firstly, Rob, you've heard about Sparks World. Yes, they kind of shot up in popularity recently because they just got into that genre of video. when I found them, they had literally like 700 subscribers. I think they're well over 1,000 or 2,000 now. So it's been really good to see them blow up and get some of the recognition they deserve because their editing is fantastic. Can I link the channels? Unfortunately, I can't right now, but maybe one of the mods can drop them in. Sparks World's been around on the... Sorry, Sparks World. SPKZ World, yeah. XP Sanity, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, there we go. The music's looping already. Love this. Friend mentioned them recently. It sounds torturous. It probably is, but it's, I would say, no more or less torturous than what I'm already submitting myself to. So it's nice to see someone doing it from a different angle. What else did I miss? Maple Tree Away, learned of an Australian YouTuber that exclusively reviews NFT games, miserable most of the time. Please let me know who that is, because the only person I've heard of that reviews NFT games was Jawn, Jawn, but I've not seen any content from them in a while. Devon I Drone, bro, I have one full 3D game on an Unreal Engine 4, which is below 250 megabytes, because when reduced to 90, the engine allows that. And that's a nice way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not streamline, but like compress the files. Make it a little bit easier for downloads. I hate things that go, oh, you want to download the game and play it? Sure. Here's 150 gig that you need to download in order to play the game. Have fun. Your favorite son is great. Also love Many a True Nerd. I feel like I've heard of them before. Super cheerful and stuff. Okay, looks like the Wordle was lagging a little bit. We're catching back up. Actual malware is like 30 megabytes, hundreds of megs of junk data, mostly to stop automated analysis sites. There's always ways around it, aren't there? What did I miss? Is it full of source code or the stripped one? Probably the the stripped one, I would imagine. Alistair, maybe you should skip this game. Don't want to get hacked. I will be fine. Don't worry. Not on iOS or Google Play. That's unusual. Maybe those are default files that come with Unity now. Then I just haven't seen them before. Or if it's like something they got as part of a package. XP Sandy transferring from YouTube. No worries. Either platform works just fine. There we go. Neo's link, Sparks World. Rob Voices. The first one I mentioned was No Caps. No Caps is such chill vibes. I actually support their Patreon because they deserve it. Good old Jawn, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspelled the name. Sorry, yeah, it's Jauwn. My bad. But yeah, these images, I agree, definitely AI. Jawn's like Canadian. This is Eon Derp, and because he's exclusively reviewing games on Steam, it creates a much different vibe than Jawn, since none of them have the NFTs enabled. That does make for a different vibe. Like, honestly, when you go and download those kind of NFT games, that's where I'm really worried about malware more than anything. Alistair, not an NFT game, but there's a crypto game called Atlas Earth. That's been around for a while. At the rate you can make money, you can invest $200 and make less than $1 in a year. Never invest in that game. Yeah, they spruiked it as like, whoa. Well, okay. No, it just crashed out for a second there. I have no idea why the screen went black, but I was genuinely concerned for a second there. Oh, God. But you know, Atlas Earth, I've seen ads for a while. They tried to classify it as like, it's Pokemon Go, but you can go and buy pieces of lands that then people rent to build things. Like, it's totally pointless. It's just NFTs trying to sell things that are dumb. Like, oh, we're going to sell digital real estate or whatever garbage it is. Crypto Luigi, I'm so glad you guys know about these channels. They deserve more love. Keep sharing them. It's good. There's one NFT game which is good, Josh's Journey. Never heard of it. No Caps did a video on games that feel like Lego Island. Hell yes. They do vibes-based videos. They're so good. Also, I've just noticed a bug in this game. Listen to the music. I'll just bump this up a little bit. I'm going to click out of the game and back into it. And again. And again. What's happening? It's like every time the game reactivates, the music restarts. That's so good. It's so dumb. Maple Treeway, shout outs to the funniest crypto game, Crypto Fights, a game that's legitimately just luck, but every time it calls on a random number generator, it uses a blockchain transaction, so it burns through dollars every time you play the free game. If it's wasting the money of people who deserve to have their money wasted, that sounds like a good thing. Its terms of service allow you to remotely hack your computer. That's so bad. And people play this. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's so bad. Alice, I forget the YouTuber. They played Atlas Earth and Inspect Elements at a fake purchase and was able to make $500 from Atlas Earth without spending a cent, and his account wasn't banned after 3 years. Oh, what a surprise. The scam game also has scam admin and scam support. Wow, so weird. All right. We do have options here. I have to remember, we are technically still playing bingo. Why? The settings menu has a tutorial. Hotkey controls. Okay, good to know. Performance enhancement. You know what? I'm going to leave that off. I don't need... In performance boost mode, turrets will fire 2 times less often, but deal 2 times more damage. This reduces the load on the unit. It is recommended to enable this mode if the game freezes during combat. If you select auto, the mode will be enabled only in battles of large ships. Are you telling me, in the settings menu, that your game is so poorly thought through, so poorly optimized, that your combat mechanic needs to be nerfed for it to work correctly? That's horrific! Why did you think this was okay? Yeah, what a band-aid solution. Level 90 Druid, level 90 Druid, can we add new options to the bingo? Yes, you can. I think it's not particularly many points to redeem, but there, if you do, oh god, there's a command for like help store or something like that. You'll be able to check in the help commands. You can redeem an option to either add a tile or remove tiles from the list. But yeah, this feels so AI coded. Also, we've got a custom cursor, so that's fun. All right, we have... No! God, no! What was that? I'm sorry. That is the dumbest thing I've seen in a while. Yeah, go ahead and buy Grail loses it. Oh, good lord. What? And not only do they all move down simultaneously, which, okay, I get that. You're changing the total volume. That is technically one way to lower the total volume. But when you raise it back up, it's the only one that moves. So what is this changing the volume of, huh? What is this doing right now? Who knows? It's not changing the music, the interface, or the effects. So what is it changing? There's no... That's so bad. Oh, I'm going to regret this. You know, I'm starting the timer now. This is the best bit of the game. This counts as gameplay. Oh, good lord. Sky has found a developer YouTube, so go ahead and mark off developer YouTube as well. Oh my god. Level 90 Druid, you are redeeming new tile. Please go ahead and pop that over on the Discord, probably the easiest way, and we'll add that in at the end of the stream so it's there for the next stream. We can't do it partway through. Oh my god. Honestly, I think it is a glitch / bug because they clearly tried to code it so moving the total volume would move all the sliders, but it only moves them down, not up. So yeah, that's a glitch / bug. It did not detect the correct resolution. It does not support 4K. We have full screen or windowed, and those are our only options. There is no windowed full screen. Hotkeys. are not rebindable. Love that. Sky is redeeming a free space. Which space would you like, Sky? Oh, holy cow. That's so bad. Diary entry / log. Okay, everyone can mark off diary entry / log, and you can also mark off redeem something. Yeah, the default keys, I didn't even look at what the bindings were. They just added a bilge? I am trying not to throw right now, but I'm confident that's not how you spell that word. Right? Huh? The bilge is a part of a ship. I feel like that's not how you spell it, right? Gray, you're very much attention deficiting today. That's okay. No, maybe it is. Maybe that is correct. Bilge is a word. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's all right. But why is there a button to bilge? Bilge your packets. It is correctly spelled. Okay, I need to remind myself what part of a ship the bilge is. The area on the outer surface of a ship's hull. The game just went black again. Who knows why? Where the bottom curves to meet the vertical sides. Sky is redeeming a second free space. Which one would you like this time? Oh, yeah, what does a bilge button do? Press I to bilge. Which space are you going for, Sky? Mate, I hope you haven't missed anything. I think you're good. I had a quick look at the list earlier. That's where the bilge rats are, of course. Gotta feed the bilge rats. Sky is doing DLC for the second free space. All right, go ahead and mark that one off, everyone. V for virtual. A for space. Couldn't have space bar for space. G for Hephaestus system. Yeah, I'll remember that. N for next. What is this? Developer, you're welcome. I fixed your game. That was 100% AI noise. Freaking heck! I was hesitant to say it at the start, to label this as an AI-generated slop fest of a game. I have no qualms whatsoever now with labeling this as an AI-generated slop fest of a game. Good lord. Yeah, it's been 5 minutes since we haven't played. We don't need to play the game. This is, you know, we do. Let's play. Does the continue button work? Okay, they've at least coded that correctly. Load. Autosave, and then cells and backups. Okay, sure. This game is... I'm impressed that the devs had the sheer... What's am I looking for? The courage? The guts? The chutzpah to actually reach out and go, hey, I think my game deserves to be in the spotlight. It deserves to be showcased. Yeah, the audacity. My favorite quote that I heard recently that just stuck with me is, the lion, the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Yeah, that tracks us. Okay, what is there something good here, please? Okay, difficulty all the way between very easy. We'll leave it at medium. Goes very easy to very hard. Name is AI Slop. Let's go. I couldn't even have time to read that. Don't have help messages that automatically skip if you actually want people to read them. This font choice is absolutely incredible. Year 3125. The star cluster Rubes. Intelligent races from across the galaxy are actively colonizing planets and competing for resources. But in addition to them, from planet to planet fly numerous traders, adventurers, and pirates, which can sometimes be difficult to distinguish. You are one of these adventurers. For 6 years you have been traveling the space, trading, smuggling, and sometimes even robbery. I missed a bingo, apparently. I'm so sorry. Please, who called it? I missed it there. I did not hear it. I did not see it. But Sky has called bingo. Someone called bingo. Cool. I didn't see the notification. I am sorry. I'm going to guess it might have been Sky, given that they did 2 redeems. Thank you. I will pause the time for this while we check it. Jump over. Where are we? That one. Okay. Yep, it's Sky. Well deserved. Let's have a look at what we've got. Sorry for missing that, Sky. My bad. I got too engrossed in whatever this nonsense was. We have currency, less than 200 reviews, game has been updated, developer YouTube channel, DLC, and diary entries or log, both of which were free spaces. That is a bingo! Congratulations! I'm amazed we got it on this game, considering how few things of actual substance it has. That is impressive. Another 2 bingo points for you is going to jump you from 2nd place to 1st place. Let's update that on the leaderboard. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not turning the music back on. That was atrocious. It gave me flashbacks to my work, actually, because you guys know that I am fairly strongly anti-AI to a lot of things. Unfortunately, not everyone in my workplace feels the same way, and I have now suffered through not 1, but 2 instances of someone... Hell, the game was just playing in the background. Of someone deciding that it would be a good idea to do an AI-generated song for various things. One of which was a weekly update for our team. To basically recap all the things we did in the last 7 days, but in song form. Just imagine GIFs of Vietnam flashbacks happening behind me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's keep the timer going. Hydrology, you managed to refill guinea pig's water, food, hay, only just got into the game. What in God's name did the options menu subject you guys to while you're gone? You're going to have to rewind and take a look because it was... Yeah, nightmarish is the best word for it, Neo. Absolutely nightmarish. Okay, well, the game started playing itself behind there. Oh shit, it's a syndicate ship. It seems we're not the only ones who ended up near it. Ah, yes, lovely AI-generated model. I would also, why does, like, future fashion either consist of, like, high-end technology or plastic? Like, that's going to be so uncomfortable to wear. The moment you start sweating, like, the amount of stank that's going to be in that is going to be atrocious. Oh. Yeah, there we go. There's the technology aspects. Yeah, cool. Get the female characters in the see-through clothing and make the presumably men covered in so much that you can't tell what gender they are. That's perfect. Hey, you, Rust Bucket. Get out of here or we'll wipe you into stardust. Turn me into stardust? I don't really want to be wiped into stardust. That somehow sounds worse. Ah, yep, there's chunky, beefy male. Look at the size of those shoulder pads. Ugh, God. Yeah, it's the aesthetic we should expect and be disappointed by. We've screwed up worse than this! Captain, we're ready for battle. Let's blow those guys into atoms. How? Click this. Thank you for the tip about hyperdrive. Ships fight automatically, but you can specify the target for your guns as well as apply skills. To win, de-energize the enemy ship. I am already de-energized. Destroy the entire crew or leave it without guns. So render them defenseless. Okay. Choose the priority cell type for all your guns. Turrets, energy, crew, or engines. Okay, so that's down here. So turrets, energy, crew, engines, or no target in the middle? Alright, well, it's telling me to click the thing, and clicking the thing is not working, so I'm guessing it actually wants me to click this first. Huh. Okay. You can manually specify a target. To do so, click on any cell with an enemy ship. Your guns will fire at it until it's destroyed. You can use special skills during combat. How about you let me apply the thing that you just taught me first, huh? To learn more about them, go to the section with the same name on the world map. Training. These are the main characteristics of the ship. Click on the icon to learn more. Oh, over here on the left. Okay, cool. Well, go get him, I guess. Yeah. Target the thing. So if my numbers are bigger than their numbers, then I might win, right? Ship speed. Speed of movement on the world map for single player. During combat, a ship with the highest speed can use the ability break away and exit combat. So that's why it's displayed there. Okay, cool. Ah, that's evasion. The chance to dodge an enemy shot. It may decrease depending on the type of ammunition. Okay. Yeah, apparently there's multiplayer. Oh, yes, thank you for the reminder. Press I to bilge. Doesn't do anything. I guess I'm not on the right screen for it. Opponent uses breakaway through. Through what? They're running away from us because we beat them up too much. By defeating the Reapers, you have a small chance of... Don't know what that said. It's time to explore this station before the others get to it. Okay, thanks, Astrid. Click on any part of the map to get your ship moving. Control the speed of the game with the buttons at the top. I'm guessing the green arrow means we go this way. Oh, scroll wheel zooms out, but only that far. How far can we zoom in? Wow. Look at the detail in the PNG of the thrusters. Doesn't that look amazing? Absolutely stunning. Gameplay, ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between. Distance. Distance to the set marker on the map. Thank you for explaining what distance is. Without this explanation, I would have had no understanding of the concept of distance. This has to be the dumbest tutorial prompt I think I've ever seen. This was sent by a dev, Saint Phantom. This was sent by a dev. Holy cow. Yeah, it doesn't even explain what the distance is. Like, is it meters, miles, light years, some other random thing we've never heard of before? Yeah, it's just basically saying distance is distance. Thank you for that. Okay. Oh, God. Damn, what the hell is that? Where did it come from? Reapers. Thank you, Jenny, who needs 2 spotlights on their boobs, apparently. Just in case you didn't know where to look. Here you go. 2 perfect circles. And again, plastic sleeves that look like they're melting into some kind of orange goop. Perfect design. Also, humanoid characters, alien dress sense, and are you seriously telling me their name is Jenny? We're this far into the future, the year 3000 and something, and yet Jenny is still a popular name? Also, Reapers is just straight up stolen from Mass Effect. I thought they were just legends. They're somehow connected to the Ancients, who are different to the Reapers, and there's no way to deal with them. Well, I guess this is the one where we're meant to run away. How do I use an ability? Landing party strength. The strength of the crew that can be sent as landing force. I don't even know how to do that. Crew strength. Total strength of the ship's crew. Well, thank you for telling me that the crew strength is the crew strength. Jump. The color of the icon indicates if the ship can jump. Green means it can, red means it can't. A ship can jump provided it has at least one more jump engine than the opponent's jump blockers. That's a better tutorial help, but it doesn't actually help me at all. I don't know what that button did, but I pressed it. Too late, I'm dead. Wow! Eterna, we regret to inform you that you have died. According to contract number 00257475584, meaningless number, why does it start with 2 zeros? With Eterna Insurance Company, your exact copy has been recreated by cloning. You also... Wait. Why is insurance... Okay, sure. You also receive a basic model of spaceship. Wow! Infinite spaceship glitch! I could just keep dying and they would have to make an infinite number of spaceships. Ah. According to the Galactic Convention on Clone Rights, you are the full owner of the bank accounts and other property of your previous copy. Thank you for using the services of our company. Contact us again. Okay, look. A cloning system that brings you back to life, but then charges you for it and makes you inherit your debt. That is very capitalist. And I could see that being reality in the future. But, yeah, it's just respawning. Oh, good lord. It's a good thing Astrid talks is signing with that insurance company. Too bad about the ship. Also, everyone else had signed as well, so we've all respawned. Cool. Where's Astrid? She wasn't reborn with us. Then she's still alive. Damn. If she is, she's a prisoner of the Reapers. I've never heard of them taking prisoners. Not many people have ever heard of the Reapers, but if we want Astrid back, we have to go back to the ancient station. That's probably where they're holding her. Devil! Devil! Read the latest news, devil! The entire sector with the station is covered by the anomaly. No one can get through. Even the technocracy fleet couldn't get through. Could be technomancy, no, it's technocracy. Lock down an entire sector? How is that even possible? The ancients are capable of much more than that. I was part of the Republic fleet when they came across an ancient dreadnought in the Ring Cluster. Gravity anomalies are their calling card, but there is a way to combat them. The ancients probably needed a way to avoid their own traps, so they came up with identification devices. Identification devices? As if you've never heard of that term before. Oh, yeah, that's, mind-blowing. Why have we never thought of identification devices? Like calling cards, but not. Yes. Some sort of identification mark. It's not technology, they just scratch the name of the ship onto the side of it, and that's enough for it to get recognized by a scanner. The remnants of the Republic fleet only managed to escape because they created one. This is like such B-movie sci-fi plot, it's incredible. Skype, probably both. Like, if you went to ChatGPT and just went, please write a science fiction space odyssey story to go with my game about flying ships. Go. Strack, it's Friday where I am. It's not quite 5 p.m., but damn, I might need to start drinking a bit early with this. Don't follow my example. I was thinking about it, and it is 10:20 a.m. here. Is that too early? Maybe true. I think I tried to go back to bingo to distract myself from the writing. I missed the bingo. Totally fair. Oh, good lord. And how do you create one? You need ancient artifacts. I think 12 should be enough. I've never heard of this thing before, but I can predict exactly how many of this MacGuffin that we'll need in order to solve our problem. Not 11. Definitely not 13. 12. 14 would be outright silly. 12 is the perfect number. Solokissin, welcome back. You've missed some gold, my friend. Then I can build the device. We can use it to enter the anomaly. where to find these artifacts. I have forgotten how to structure sentences. I'm so sorry. Where to find these artifacts. They are very... I didn't ask if they were valuable or not. They are very valuable, but there are several ways. Every intelligent race has artifacts. For special merits, they can reward us with one of them. There are also artifacts in the vaults of major planets, but to get there, you have to tear down planetary defenses. We can't just ask nicely. No. No. Artifacts are sometimes found on Reaper ships. I think we can find them in the sectors bordering the anomaly. But collecting artifacts is only the beginning. We need to prepare a powerful ship to deal with the Reapers and the defense of the ancient station. Who are you and why do you know more than the captain of this ship? A difficult task, but we can do it. We don't leave our own behind, do we, Captain? Oh, and now we get the game objectives. Collect 12 ancient artifacts to enter the anomaly. You can get an artifact from each faction if you bring the relationship to plus 100. You can loot a planet of level 50 or higher or fight the Reapers. Low probability with each victory. Continue learning. You'll learn the basics of shipbuilding, trading, resource extraction, and a few other important game concepts. You'll also receive a starting bonus. I don't do this often, but I'm going to throw this over to all of you. We've finished the bingo. Is this worth continuing? Because personally, I am in... Oh, yes, good point, Hat Guy. The options are yes or none. It's not no, it's just none. I am very happy to call this early and, yeah, we'll refund this game for sure. This was like $8 and a bit. So not worth it. Yeah, we haven't even bilged yet. This is painful. This is one of the few games where I feel comfortable going, your game doesn't deserve more than this. They made 2 other games, and I can guarantee they're of equivalent quality. This game, I'm not even gonna give it the joy of going through a menu to quit. This is fully deserving of the Alt F4 treatment. And no game, I'm not going to salute you. Goodbye and good riddance. Right, we are moving on to something else. Astro Forge is gone. Next one will be another 6x6 back on the list. All right, let's see what the next game is, shall we? Holy moly, that was bad. The next one could be worse. But I don't think it will be. I think, actually heard of Hotel Galactic before. So first things first, we need to change the bingo to a 7x7. This is very important. I don't want to forget this. Also, to anyone here that is new, please join in the bingo. It is good fun, and there are actual prizes to win. We do a monthly prize draw where we give away Steam gift cards just for fun. Let us scramble and clear all cards. That'll refresh everyone. I think we are good to go. All right, let's have a look. Hotel Galactic. What are you, and are you better than Astro Forge? Ooh, possibly. It's got an art book and DLC. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we've got. Level 92, thank you for putting the tile and channel content. We'll absolutely be able to add that in after the stream. That's perfect. Mepatry, I meant the other games from this dev may not be the same quality, but even worse. They absolutely might be even worse. Neo, want to see Almost Mirrored Soul, want to see that one. We'll get it one day. We'll get it there. This already has piqued my interest because the art looks fantastic, and I know the furries are going to go wild. This looks okay, but it's got mixed reviews, so something's not quite right here. All right. Hotel Galactic combines cozy management with a heartfelt tale. Build and decorate your dream tourist getaway, aid Gustav in his search for redemption, and explore a nostalgic world where bonds with creatures and serene gardens sustain a thriving colony. Okay. We currently have a very positive rating from recent reviews, but mixed from all reviews. So we're not going to give the very/overwhelmingly positive tile because it needs to be for all reviews. It was released after 2020. It is the same developer and publisher, Ancient Forge. They also made Glorious Companions, Blockbuster Inc., and The Tenants. I have not heard of any of those games, but they were all mixed except for The Tenants, which is mostly positive. Ah. Rob Voices, they made Blockbuster Inc. This has potential. Okay, they've made games that people have heard of. That is a good start. I like it. Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? It's 1 minute and 5 seconds. This is immediately giving me Fallout Shelter vibes, which is not good or bad. It's a very neutral thing. Okay, there's maybe some light puzzle solving. There's a nice level of like depth and interactivity with the graphics. The art in the cutscenes is lovely, and I really like the character designs. That was a bit janky. So it's part Animal Crossing, part Spiritfarer? The hospital? You're diagnosing people for things. There's a research window. Okay, so we've got skill progression, cooking minigames, restaurant, decorating. Ah. Gardening. And a single human. Okay. There's a weird mix of like almost Ghibli-esque vibes with the art. Definitely looks cozy. Huh. All right, what can we figure out from here that we've got for the game? We definitely have currency, so we can mark that off. I'm trying to see if we've got like dialogue boxes anywhere. We've got crafting, which means we have an inventory. Okay, we can definitely mark that off. We have an inventory. We seem to have some kind of research or skill progression system, but that doesn't mean that there's experience. Yeah, I've not actually seen a dialogue box anywhere here yet. You know what? That counts. Actually, no, it's not dialogue. No, sorry, it doesn't count. It's not dialogue box. That's a freaking cool design. Look at this. Like part slime, part octopus, Japanese style clothing with the, or like Chinese style clothing, I think it is, with the hat, and they got the pipe. Like, that's freaking cool. I love that. That's creative. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like Spiritfarer crossed with Animal Crossing. And that, I think, is a good thing. Huh. All right, so what else do we have? The game is in early access still, and we're going to be playing the demo for it because we don't have the full version of the game. It is on sale at the moment, which I think might be a tile. Second trailer has a dialogue box. Okay, we'll take a quick peek at that. Can we find it skimming through? See it there. Wait, there's more trailers at the back end. That was the same one as before. There. Not there. There. It's somewhere here. We'll just let it play. Need to verify it. Oh, come on, Steam, behave yourself. Liz. I'm sorry for clicking you so... Okay, we're not seeing it there. It's just not doing it. We broke the video player. Okay, we're moving on. Similar to Stardew Valley, I'm going to go no, because Stardew Valley is like a life/farming sim. This is different. No multiplayer. Does have accessibility features. Save anytime, custom volume control, playable without QuickTime events. That is an accessibility feature. We'll give that. It does have controller support. That's always a plus. It supports multiple languages. It is Steam Deck compatible. It has more than 20 achievements. The game is more than $10. It has DLC. And I think I saw somewhere that it had... I want to say it had an OST, but I don't see it there. I could have sworn that it did. Maybe I was looking at something else. Hang on, let's look again. Hotel Galactic. No, it's... Yes, there, Hotel Galactic soundtrack. So it does have an original soundtrack. So we get DLC and OST. We've got a developer website. We've got a developer YouTube. Is this getting updates? It looks like yes. In fact, it had an update literally yesterday. That's fantastic. Good. They're still actively working on it. It's not dead on arrival. They've got a roadmap for what's coming up as well. That's good. I love to see that. And yes, we've got gifts in the description. This game is ticking a lot of boxes. This is very good. We have unique in the description as well. What is that? Is that a typo or is that an Easter egg? Innovate and expand with your smarter staff by creating and researching new tools, equipment, and technologies. Adapt your hotel to cater to a variety of unique races, each brimming with bringing new challenges and unlocking different research paths that shape your approach to hospitality. Pington is then crossed out. Discover hidden resources and delve into the island's underground complex to unlock new materials, creatures, and construction spaces. Every choice brings new opportunities, allowing your hotel to grow and thrive in unexpected ways. Why is that there? Yeah. Like, is that a reference? Like, is that an in-joke? Or is that maybe like a special code for something? Don't know. And it's Pington spelt with a 1 for the I. It's all capitals. P1N. I think that's a G, but it could be a 6. T-O-N. Let me just copy that over to here. It is a 6. P1N 6 T-O-N. It's a code for something. That might be a little Easter egg. What I missed there. There is a soundtrack. It's just coming soon. But at least we know that it is an OST in the game. That I'm fine with. One of the images in the GIF at the bottom of the description reminds me of Lo-Fi Girl. I'm not sure which one. Sorry, coughing a little bit there. Okay, I've got high hopes for this game. Seems like most of the negative reviews were before a major update that fixed a ton of bugs. Okay, that's useful to know. Pington stands for press I now, Graeldon, to overly night bilge. Oh god, never gonna forget that. Press I to bilge. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Does roadmap count as diary entries or log? No, it needs to be in-game for that, for sure. Okay, let us download the demo. I'm going to put you on the holding screen just to do the Wordle and nothing else. Also, go ahead and mark off Grail misses something important because I still had the timer going and no one corrected me, but I just saw that. So I did miss something important. Okay, let's pop you over to the holding screen. Do the Wordle. Make it happen. I believe in you. Get yourself an extra bingo tile. I'm going to download the demo. Really hope this is good because it might be good. No, diary entries / log is like an in-game diary, like a way of telling story through diary entries or audio file logs and things like that. Not developer logs. But I can see why you would have gotten confused on that. Yeah, no idea what the Pington thing is a reference to. Hydra listener, you give up on bingo, gonna draw stuff for your Pikmin AU now, so background noise stream it is. Nothing wrong with that. Pikmin is such a great game as well, by the way. Peak choice. Let's jump that over to there. Don't mind me, just moving some things around the background. I want to see, how was Hydra listening actually going on their one? Oh, they're under Y. You would have actually done all right on there. I think you got a few on there. Just had to hope for something like a non-standard movement. Actually, Hydra listening, don't opt out just yet because you might get it. if I remember correctly, you are Y on there. At least one of the ones of yours that I'm looking at. Your diagonal could work because you've got less than 200 views, original music, developer website, Steam Deck compatible, all in a row, plus more than 20 achievements. You just need correct resolution and roll credits, and you actually could get a bingo. Like, it is actually doable on yours. Also, Spine was very close. That was a good first guess. Oh, pingtons are the creatures in the game. Ah. Got it. It was Stein, like the glass. Hydrolytony, if you reopen the tab, it should remember what you had. It uses cookies, so unless you got those turned off, it should actually give you the same chart that you had before. Nicely done. All right, go ahead and mark off that bingo tile as well. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We can turn this back off. Where am I? There. That's done. I can't wait to get a Stream Deck. It's on my list of purchases I want to get this year, so I can actually hopefully have buttons on hand for stopping and starting music a little bit more easily. We'll get there. Once Isle Goblin releases, you'll have to add it to the wheel. Upcoming game that looks super fun, has online multiplayer. That sounds like it would be right up my alley. I'm here for it. Richard MV shared a link to the Hotel Galactic announcement trailer in the Discord back in June of 2024, about a year before it released. So this has been in development for a while then. Okay, uncover the mystery of Pington. Absolutely. Will we be leaving reviews, especially for Astro Forge? I might. We'll see. We'll see how we go for time. Often what I do for the developer-centered ones is I respond to the email that they reached out via to contact me in the first place, and I send them a link to the review so they can hear everything that I had to say about their game. All right. Let's get into Hotel Galactic. Hey, Sanjay Katani, thank you for following on Twitch. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Crusade indeed. In case you've missed anything, if you have questions about what's going on, please let me know. Developer logo, we got it. Okay, another one we can mark off. Astro Forge email just reads, please never contact me again. Yes. Oh, it's Rob from the YouTube. Don't get this new person. Okay, no worries. Okay. Landing screen. I'm a little disappointed that they're already talking about Twitch drops, but I know that they were doing a bit to promote their game. So the reason I know about this game beforehand is they did actually reach out to me amongst a whole bunch of other content creators with a competition late last year, I think it was, where they're basically wanting people to get into the game and make content about it to support the game going into early access, I think it was at the time. But unfortunately, you had to buy the game. They didn't provide keys for it. So I didn't choose to engage with it at the time because they wanted like dedicated video and it was a competition to see how far you could get. I didn't have the time to invest in it. So that's why I had heard about this game beforehand, but I've not touched it. Oh, I nailed the pronunciation? Go me. Sometimes I get lucky with those ones. Okay, welcome to Hotel Galactic. Hello, travelers. The winter rework update is here. Visually, it might look the same as before, but it's not. A large part of the game has been redesigned, fixing the core issues from previous builds. This 0.6 numbered... Okay, we've got a typo. That should be a numbered build. Is the version of Hotel Galactic we want to keep building together with you. Enjoy the content, free items, and all the changes we've introduced. And don't forget to check out what we've prepared for the community. I'm just going to say... I love developers and teams that are really engaged and listening to the feedback of the community that are really enjoying their game and kind of moving it in the right direction, even if it means making big changes from what they originally had planned. This gives me good vibes about the game and the development team. That's really, really, really good to hear. Another example of a game that's been doing this right that I played over a year and a bit ago and really enjoyed and I've been keeping a close eye on is Enshrouded. It's a game in a similar style to like Valheim, in that it is very like open world survival. It's about building mechanics, but with more like Souls-like style combat. they've been doing a lot of active development on that game, and the biggest challenge that they were trying to overcome was implementing a dynamic fluid water system, because in the early releases of the game, there was no water anywhere in the game because they couldn't figure out how to get it to work with their like voxel style building system. It's not voxels though, it looks smooth AF. It's really, really, really well done. It's got one of the best building systems in a survival style game that I've ever seen. Worth checking out. Those devs know what they're doing. How big was the game? Good question, John. I missed that. So definitely make sure you've got Ground Misses Something Important marked off. Let's check the file size, shall we? Back one step there. Properties. It is 7.48 gigabytes. So that is definitely more than 1 gig. Definitely. Done, Raven, welcome. How you doing? You're not too late. I also don't see any folders in here that say do not distribute, so that's a good start. We've got various things up the top here. Early access gifts, first visitor set, founder furniture set, rustic daisy set. Are these... do you have to buy these? Looks like these might be add-ons. Clicking them doesn't do anything. All right. Settings! Actually, hang on. I'm going to be nice. First things first. Credits. It is not a solo dev, but we've got credits found, so we can mark that one off. We have found the credits. The UI is also lovely, by the way. This is very slick. Game does support multiple languages. We've got English, autosaves. We've got camera controls, mouse speeds. This looks good so far. There's Twitch integration for something. I'm scared to press that. I don't know what it's going to do. Graphics. Everything there that I would expect to see. No resolution there. Wait. Oh, yes. There it is. It detected the correct resolution. It is full screen borderless windowed. Holy hell. We got both of them. That's a win. Developers, why are there up or down arrows on this when it doesn't scroll? Don't do that. That's bad. Only have the arrows if there's options to scroll to. Twitch integration. Phew, my game is... I'm not going to say that out loud, level 90 drum, but that's hilarious. I love it. I don't know what that's going to do. Maybe someone have to look up and see what the Twitch integration in this game does. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing there. Let's get into the game and see what we've got. But yeah, we've got correct resolution. We've got credits found. This going swimmingly. Also, don't forget to shout out if I have missed something in the game that you need. Okay, from a UI perspective, this is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, good point. I missed the sound sliders, and that I did miss it. Separate sound sliders is a yes. Let me check here. Oh, look, that works how you expect it to work. Incredible. And then we need to check for rebindable controls. I've not seen a control section here. Oh, hang on, wait, what was that? Speed, control prompt scheme. Okay, so I can at least tailor it that way, but it doesn't look like it's got rebindable controls. At least not that's in the settings menu there. No, I will apply that. Yes, we're good. Okay. Typo is a tile, yes, so we can mark that one off. Correct glyphs. Ooh. Let's have a look. Yes, we have the correct controller glyphs. They did it. It's a bug. We got a bug. We somehow highlighted both the play and the exit button at the same time. Does anyone make a bet of what will happen if I press X? Who knows? It's a coin flip. You might get in the game, you might not. Oh, there we go. I think it's just a UI thing. Okay. Play. Here we go. What do we got? Story mode or sandbox? We're going to do story mode. Okay, nice. Steam integration. Pulls through my name straight away. Excellent. Is this just choosing an icon? No, is it choosing an avatar? Okay. Which of these guys looks the coolest? I mean, they're all great designs. This one I think is meant to be the main character, so I'm surprised they weren't the default option on the left-hand side. That's kind of surprising. Let's go for this guy. He's great. Hello. But yes, please don't forget to call out if there are specific tiles that you're still looking for. This is taking a long time to load. Are we good? I wonder if it's having like compile shaders or something in the background. Yeah, it's giving me Ghibli vibes as well. Voice acting.
Sanja Kidney joined the crusade.
Wandering spirit is born. Sorry, I need to pay more attention to what they're actually saying. But yes, dialogue box. Yes, get that marked off for sure. And cutscene. Yes. This is great. Treasure Planet vibes, anyone? Sentient meteors? Asteroids, technically? Floating islands in space? Okay. What do you mean extra furries? Pilgrims. Act 1. A wandering pilgrim. Oh wait, there's more cutscene. I reckon it's really nice touch that they have actually got voice acting in it. I wonder if they will do English voice acting in the future. Also, I missed it back there, but Rob, thank you for subscribing. I absolutely appreciate that. You two dum-dums still here. Oh god, what does that remind me of? Places ever felt quite like this. In a mold-ridden shack it just crawled out of. You know what he meant. That dream of yours isn't exactly foolish, it just needs one more shot. This is interesting. Sorry, there's something I want to try and remember to comment on when this finishes. It crumpled just like last time. Oh, that can be all you want, but I believe fate's stirring again. We're not its only audience. Yes, dum dum give me gum gum. That is 100% it, Sky. Yes. On this island, above it, look. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like a Jedi ghost. So, I think the opening cutscene was actually narrated and voiced over, and I think it was Japanese. But the actual characters, I think, are speaking nonsense. At least I sincerely hope so. Otherwise, I've just offended a whole ton of people. But it doesn't sound like a language. It sounds more like Animal Crossing noises to me. It's very Banjo-Kazooie-esque. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. Huh? What in the depths? Okay, yeah, it's not Japanese. The opening was. Okay. It's one of those moments where I'm like, I need to mention this, but there's a chance that I'm about to offend a ton of people when I do. And I'm like, do I say something? Do I not? I don't know. Yeah, they just quickly made it nonsense. That's cool. Oh, Maple, fun fact, originally Animal Crossing Noises was literally just sped up Japanese. I did not know that. Thank you. That is indeed a fun fact. What's in the depths? That glow. Never seen it mean anything good. Is this the English voice acting? Gustav, must you always greet spirits strangers like they carry a curse? Where is your sense of etiquette?
Oh, not often do we get visitors on this island, let alone ones infamous for prying and plotting.
Gustav, you don't think they're
A pilgrim, of course. It has long been long times. It has been a long time since I've seen one in the flesh, or well, the spirit.
You're a spirit, you dumbass. Look in the mirror.
So, what do you want?
Ooh, actually get a choice. Why do you assume I want anything? Maybe I just... Text overlapping. Text is overlapping the demo icon on the bottom right. We've got text overlapping. I'm not sure yet. Maybe this place will show me why I'm here.
One of those. I wonder, I suppose. That means that is some degree of respect. Listen, pilgrims that size don't just wander in for tea. It could be useful if they don't burn down the place first.
Hey, where did John go? I thought that would be bingo for them. They might be panicking, trying to figure out how to do it. I gotta wait for them to do the command. Or say something. They might have left. They're like, no, it's not gonna happen. As the old Derrit proverb goes, when the night is dark, await spirit spark.
Fine. Going to host them? This mess is yours to manage.
Yeah, John's panicking. They haven't got the command. I think it is, yeah, it's exclamation redeem space bingo. Dragon ferret? Yeah, could be. Alright, John, while you're figuring that out, you gotta put the exclamation first. Exclamation mark redeem, all one word, and then space bingo. I believe in you. I believe in you, John. Everyone cheer for John. They need to get it. There it is. Alright, let's have a look. Pause the timer. Where is... Oh, actually had a few people close. Maybe only like 2 off on a couple of ones. Sky, 2 off on a couple, needed the dodge or dash. Solo kissing at a diagonal in just the wrong spot. Pancake Sparkle, yeah, a little bit scattered. Maple needed lives and Grail loses it, so not too far off on there. Jazzy off by 2 or 3 in a couple of spots. XP Sanity was doing all right. LEK doing okay as well, off on a couple there. Jonathan, though, let's verify. Let's have a look. Jonathan. Yeah, oh, got the diagonal. I was like, oh, you missed one. No, you got the diagonal across there. Okay, so we have text overlapping something. We've got the correct controller glyphs. We did. We've got a cutscene, less than 200 views, release date after 2020, file more than a gigabyte, and the game was updated. Woo! That is indeed a bingo, and that is 3 bingo points for you, my friend. Let's get those allocated. Actually, make sure I get your full name as well. Where are you? John, come here. John Leonard, 1555. 2 go. Points for you there. Okay, and on the leaderboard as well. Board, behave yourself. Boom. 3 points. I've got to capitalize your name. Just looks better. Perfect. All right, and that is bingo done and dusted for this game. Beautiful. Well done. Okay, 3 points. That's going to go towards the prize draw at the start of the next month. What? Hang on. What? Free space doesn't apply to this one? I thought it did. Wait. Wait. Does it not? Does it have more than 200? Wait, that's the demo, though. That's the demo. Oh, no! Oh, no. It had 368 total reviews. John, I'm giving you a chance right now. Do you have enough points to redeem a free space? Get yourself a bingo. Otherwise, I have to undo all of this. Redeem your free space. Exclamation redeem, space, free space. You can do it. You've got enough points. I'm going to give you a moment. Solo Kissen's redeeming it. You only need 40 points to be able to do it. Solo Kissen, are you coming in clutch to help out John? Solo's like, I could be evil right now. Oh god, what's about to happen here? Solo Kissen is doing it, redeeming more than 200 reviews. Solo Kissen, you are an absolute legend. I don't think I've got a sound effect that's appropriate for it, other than just more applause. I need to find a way to give the stream mods access to some of the sound effects, because then they could do this. They could literally just use that to ping me when I need to look at chat to see something. Solo Kissin, you are so generous. Yeah, it was the principle of the thing. Nicely done. All right. Yeah, if everyone's going to help out anyway, why do we even call him out? It's the principle of the thing. Absolutely. We've got to make it fair. It's still a legit win. But you're right. No, I absolutely skimmed past that. I just assumed that this game had less than 200 reviews, but you're right. It doesn't. It's got more. All right. There we go. Okay. We can clear the board 100% now. Could also be useful for me, or if the Ravens get an. I will look into that and see what we can do to be able to ping if something like that happens in the future. All right. Yeah, John, just means next time you get to help out someone else. Pay it forward. It's a pay it forward. That's what it is. All right, fine. If we're going to host them, this is yours to manage. Let's go back to controller. That was comfy. Oh, splendid! Welcome to Emoshima Island, dear pilgrim. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tukyuk, and I have the pleasure of serving as the waiter and housekeeper here at Hotel Galactic.
And I'm Maklo. I'm the chef.
Succinct and precise as always. Moving on, that unpleasant and slightly defensive ghost over here is Gustav, the owner of this establishment. Please, do not let him intimidate you. His heart is where it counts.
Does he even have one? Wouldn't bet the stove on it.
And finally, this young man to my son is my son. This young man to my side is my son. Spawn! Where? What am I looking at? He may just be taking his first steps on what promises to be a storied path, but he is a true marvel of many hats. And... Spawn? Spawn, where are you? Yes, this will be the last game for the stream. We'll wrap it up after this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, so very much side profile, right thumbstick zooms all the way out. A little bit of lag there as it loads everything in. Spawn! We found you, Spawn, the weasel. Oh no. Ooh. Look at that thing! I want to catch it. Can we catch it? I hope I get to catch one of those later, because that looks great. Yeah, look at the design of this little island. I like the layered detail and the depth that it provides. It's definitely having some looking for some optimization issues, because it is lagging a little bit. Ooh, and there's mining. Okay, I like what this is doing. All right, Tukyuk, what you got? Oh my, amidst all the ruckus, I forgot about Spawn. Spawn, where are you? You hear that? That's him screaming. Spawn, it's dangerous there. Stay put. We'll bring you a rope. Yeah, don't take another step forward. You will literally plummet to your death. Death. It's too far. Right. You try to raise your child properly, and yet this boy still finds new ways to terrify me. Oh, Gustav! Can you teleport to him and bring him back?
I could reach him, but I can't bring him with me. Wait, but the spirit can. Oh, of course, that's it. Dear Pilgrim, I must ask for your aid. Please bring my son back to safety. None of us can walk over there. We don't know how to get past all the debris. And be careful, he means the world to me. Cool frog spotted? Okay, we'll have to check out the frog soon. Hold down X on the worker, then drag them to the desired location and release to drop them. You use this feature to override what a given worker is currently doing. Oh. Alright, Tokia, come here. And we're gonna plonk you there. Nope. Oh, nope. Come back. How do I put you here then? I literally can't. But I can pick up Spawn. So that works. Amazing! We did the thing! How you doing, Spawn? Spawn! Spawn, I want to talk to you, Spawn! I can't talk to him. Okay, you can't talk to people whenever you want. Only when they've got the icon. Oh, there's the froggy in the background. It's just wandering around on two legs. Alright. Sure, little froggy. Oh, well, look at you. Seems you might be of some actual use around here. As you're already meddling and the others seem oddly charmed, what do you say? Care to stick around a little longer and see where this leads? Oh, splendid. Let's start with the lobby. It's in a state that would make anyone weep. Oh, it's a good thing that I'm emotionally attached to furnishings. As it stands, we won't be hosting anyone. Not unless we pivot to Haunted Island tours, so what do you say? Give it the old razzle-dazzle? Okay. We need to clean things up. Okay. Can we get this a little less laggy? That would be great. Graphics. We're just going to put it onto high for now. Your VSync is on. Apply. Yes. There we go. That's smoother. Something on the high settings was causing problems. Rubble. Clean. Okay, so we have to direct workers to come in and do the thing. I will say from a controller perspective, it tries to snap onto objects, which honestly, I'm not a fan of. If I'm using the mouse, I can just mouse over things and click on them, and that actually feels a little bit smoother. But camera controls, feel a little bit worse. So they've got a little bit to do to work on their control scheme. It feels very floaty with the mouse buttons. Can use WASD to move the camera though, and that feels a bit better. Interesting. Yeah, controls need a little bit of. I also forgot to start the timer again. That's my bad. At least they're coming along and clearing the rubble though. Clean that. Clean that. Alright, so yeah, the more people you've got, the more tasks you can complete. That's nice. Also, they obviously did a Christmas event. Even in the demo, I love that they're doing that. And like actively updating the demo version is a good thing. I get busy with it. Come on, guys. A little bit of grass just casually going through the flooring. These are the little attention to details that people will be looking for, because this is a game that is about detail. You're meant to grow attached to, you know, the people living here, and you're going to the effort of zooming into this level to build out the rooms with furnishings and items. So if you're going to go to that level of adding things, you got to watch out for details like this. Clipping objects through things will break immersion, and it will change how people feel about decorating spaces. So you can't overthink it. The other piece of advice I would have is, as far as the tutorial goes, this is good so far for getting you to grips with how to control people and move them around. I would make the initial cleaning things faster. Because this is a very slow start to the game. Alright, let's get rid of the cobwebs. This place is a literal shamble. You, get over here. Clean the thing. Nope. Okay, fine. Do that one then. See if I care. We've got a lift here that will let us go down to the lower levels. We have to do it in the lobby specifically. Okay, buddy. You're in the wrong room. Come back here. Get this cobweb. Thank you. Housekeeping. Spawn has advanced one of their skills. Good job, Spawn. Where's the other guy? Are we still hiding back here? Dukyuk. Are you telling me you can't help out with cleaning things as well?
Oh, you're just being a useless git over on the other side of the building. I mean, it's my fault for putting you there, but come on. Be better. Okay, we need to clean all of these things as well. There you go. Get busy. Gustav, hello.
Oh, look at that. Much better without the cobwebs and grime. Looks almost presentable. Almost.
Ah, interesting. If you're playing with the mouse, you can't click anywhere to advance. You have to click on the text box.
I tried getting everyone on the same page before, but of course each one has got their own grand vision. Tukyok started quoting old Derret proverbs. Maklo rolled his eyes into the dusty pots, and Spahn just yelled louder. Very productive. So I thought we should try something different. You. So, tell me, what should this place say the moment someone steps inside?
I was hoping I would get to free type something there. That would be pretty cool. Can't go wrong with a classic. Let's create a cozy and welcoming space for all. Should offer solitude with space to reflect and learn about oneself. This should feel like a place where you can start anew, where every guest leaves a little more inspired. Let's set the tone with confidence, high standards, clear intent, and no compromise. Which of these options allows me to make more money? I need to charge people for their stay. Or sign them into a life of servitude, cleaning this place. It's freaking dusty after a single day. I would say you can't go wrong with the classic. Cozy and welcoming space for all. Let's do it.
A warm heart and an open door. Classic red it is.
Ah, my least favorite color. Let me think about it. No. I want green. Which of these gives me green? Solitude with space to reflect and learn.
Bit gloomy for a pilgrim, but there is truth to those words. Purple and black should suit just fine.
Ah, so that's the one for the goths. No, we're good with that. Okay. Should feel like a place we can start anew. Every guest leaves a little more inspired.
A spark of hope beneath the dust. Yes, a hint of blue carries that promise.
Blue's okay. It's my, like, second favorite color. Let's set the tone with confidence, high standards, clear intent, and no compromise.
I see. A touch of prestige, a hint of command. Green sends that message loud and clear.
Absolutely. I disagree. Green is a fairly calming and comforting color. Usually prestige and command is like royal purple. But all right, sure. There's the missing texture hotel. You're so right, Maple Tree Way. Oh my god, what? That's a great reference.
Excellent. Now then, let us see you apply those spirit hands to what is left broken.
Okay. Repair the reception desk. Costs 3 woods and 3 6. Okay, my advice to the devs. I know I'm on 4K resolution. Sometimes that messes with the sizes of things in the UI. I can barely see those requirements. Like, they're tiny on screen. So I would definitely look into the UI element size. All right, you come over here. Do you need to fix this thing? Maybe? No, you're just going to stand behind it. Repair. Okay, it's not letting me do it because I need the things? Where do I get the things? Oh, he's going to get the fruit. Oh, there he goes. I didn't realize he had 4 legs either. That's really cool. Okay. So yes, supplies are actually stored and people will go fetch them. That's a really nice touch. I love that. Very immersive. Much better than just pulling items out of thin air. Alright, you go, little guys. I'm going to retract what I said. I'm okay with the slower pace because it's meant to be a calming, slower kind of cozy game. Oop, little bumpy going through the door there. Phased through the couch slightly.
With every piece in its place, the hotel's soul can breathe once more. And it begins. Here, you do not pass!
Okay. I see what they were going for. That's an interesting texture seam across the bottom panel there. Might want to look into that. Music is very sweet and lovely. Oh, and he's gone. Just got snapped. Faded into nothingness. Hi, Spawn. How are we doing here? How many times have I told you not to play near the harbour? Something terrible could have happened today. You're not wrong, Tukyuk. Bobs, relax. I'm not 5 anymore. I wasn't playing. I was scouting. If your mother was here, she would have marched you home by the ear. Oh, well, she's not here, is she? Seriously, I'm fine. Just let me be for once. Oh, hey there, Spirit. Thanks for that. I really thought I was going to turn blue like Gustav for a second. And I'm Spawn, second in command around here. But maybe don't shout that too loud. You know how it is. Anyhow, our ghostly manager wants us to build a new guest room, you know, to actually host guests. I'm cool with it, thanks for asking. Only problem is, we're pretty much out of supplies for construction. Luckily, the backyard's packed with resources just waiting to be gathered. Same drill as the repairs, simply point out which trees and rocks you want gone and we'll handle the rest. Lucky for us, we've still got a few old tools lying around. Bet they remember the times when this place wasn't so empty and gloomy. So how did it become so empty and gloomy? Some actions require specific tools, while others can be performed more efficiently with the right gear. Each worker can be equipped with backpacks, tools, outfits, and even hats. Yes! This game just went up a point on the scale by including hats. Perfect. And nice. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. We can equip them with things. Got it. More glitching terrain there. Love it. Makeshift axe. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. Exit. Give axe. Equip item. Okay, and you choose this way. Let's give it to Spawn. Come get your axe, buddy. And we will give the sickle to Maklo. Why not? Wait, can they be equipped multiple times? Because he should have that on now. Maybe? No, he didn't equip it. Makeshift axe on Spawn. Go get it, buddy. Give me a little waddle over. Yeah. Supplies like wood, stone, and minerals can be found around the island. Use the action wheel to issue gathering tasks. Okay. I like it. The gathering wheel is also a nice touch. It's very intuitive to use. No one's going to pickaxe those. They're going to have to do it the hard way. I think the flaw, though, is I can't directly assign like who should do it, but I'm guessing it's going to use logic and call to the most appropriate person. Yes, so Spawn's going for that. Want to harvest stargrass? That should call the other guy. There we go. Maklo's on his way. And for the stone ore, hopefully it will call in... Where are you? Oh, he's buggered off already. Okay. There you are. Yes. They're gonna go get it. Go, Tukyuk. Okay, so they have to pick it up and actually take it back. He got stone. Never mind. They're just gonna beat those rocks to a pulp with their bare fists. They don't need a pickaxe. Huh. How did it become so empty and gloomy? Gustav tried to swan dive into a pool without any water in it. That sounds incredibly painful. So I'm guessing we're going to need to upgrade storage later because this is crude storage that only holds up to 30. Interesting. And there's probably going to be more types that we'll uncover as we go. There's also a little map up the top so you can kind of quick select between the different areas. I'm assuming we'll probably unlock a little bit more as we go. Okay, I thought I did gather a tree, but evidence says no. Chop. Yes, please, come get this. Go, little buddy. I believe in you. Oh, he knocked it down, but didn't actually chop it up to pieces. Okay. It's a two-stage process. Now, come and get the wooden logs. Looks like people will automatically gather anything that's been dropped, because these two are now coming back in to pick things up. I like it. Go, little boys. I believe in you. Alright. What have you got to say? Hello.
Sweet! We'll keep hauling all that stuff back to the storage room.
Yes, you will.
While we're at it, you can already start planning what we'll use it for. Like I said, Gustav wants a shiny new guest room. We got this special construction platform thing you can use to sketch things on. Loads of rooms and amenities we'll get to build later, but for now, here's a blueprint to get us started.
Wonder how much customization there is in this. Yes, blueprint. Thank you. I will take it. Let's learn it. Okay. Construction mode. Ooh, there's a lot. Arcade, bathroom, dining room, elevator, first aid clinic, guest room, kitchen, laundry room, library, rest room, showroom, sleeping quarters, spa, and storage room. So they put quite a bit into it, but what I'm not seeing on that list is a bedroom. Maybe I've missed a step. It says there learn the new type, but I honestly thought I had. Hotel rooms? Yeah, there's no bedroom on there. Hotel structure, elevator, storage room, staff room. Okay, at least you can filter it. That's kind of neat. I'm guessing I've missed a step. Talk to you first. Oh, guest room. Did I miss it? Huh.
You do seem pretty eager to help out around here. Not that I'm complaining. So, I was thinking, maybe I can give you a little side mission while we fix up the place. You know, keep you from dozing off while doing your mysterious floaty thing. Kind of elegant in a way. My pups used to collect these weird little bugs. Says they shone like tiny fallen stars or something. I thought it'd be neat to surprise him with a full set, but yeah, some parts of the island are off limits for me. Grown-ups, am I right? But you seem different. I mean, you have to, being a spirity and stuff. So, would you help me finish the collection? That'd be kind of amazing.
All right. Hold that. Drag on the grid to define the room size. Release the button to confirm. Areas marked in red indicate that you cannot build there. Okay, so you can change the size of rooms. That's neat. Also, the blueprint's still here. I thought I... Oh, there we go. Now he can learn it. That's what was going on. I couldn't get the guest room because we hadn't learned it yet because he wouldn't do the thing because he still needed to talk to me. Got it. All right, we want a guest room. So base cost is 1 wood and 1 stone, and then it's plus 0.3 wood per tile and 0.2 stone per tile. So we can make the building as big as we want. Weirdly enough, though, I don't like the idea of putting it on the ground floor there because you have to walk through it. Whatever. It's the only spot that we can put it for now. It's the tutorial. It wants us to do that. I could make it bigger, but there looks to be a maximum. So we could do a really big one if we wanted to. So let's make it really, really wide. I just want to see what it looks like. Like, how does it adapt to the bigger size? Curious. Oh, and they're starting to get building. We should have enough resources for it. In the meantime, they want us to also find glimmer bugs, which I think are these things. Yep. Gotcha. No. Bug. Hi, Froggy. I can't click on the frog, but I like that he's there. Just wish I could interact with him. Okay, so they need 1 more wood, 5 more stone. They're working on it. Okay. And it's like a completion meter there, I think. Okay, this is going well so far. Go on. There you go. He's got the last 2 bits of stone. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. Ah, yes. The good old magic building technique. Oh, that's great little animation. The way it just starts like constructing from the sides, things popping and rotating into place. That's really nice. That's really nice. That's slick. Like kind of growing out, the little stones kind of pop into place. Like they've each got slightly different animations depending on the positioning. That is honestly neat. I'm surprised there's that much detail. Previous games just seem like it slowly rises out of the ground. This has got things like falling into position, pushing up out of others. Very cool. Very cool. Someone clearly put a lot of thought into what that should look like. Okay, it's almost done.
finishing the walls and the roof. Schwabam! It's a big ol' empty room. And they advance their construction skills. All right, well, while you're going off and doing other things, you guys can... Ah, I think some of this is regrown. No, those were there before. That's the stump of the one that we cut down. Another glen bug. We got it. Okay, okay. Let them keep going. I'm assuming things might regrow or replenish over time, but I guess we'll see. This game definitely has some optimization issues. Even after putting the graphics down, it's still a little choppy when it comes to moving things. Bedtime! That is not the direction I thought you would be facing. Also, you've immediately given up on sleeping. Nah, too hard. Now that our guests have a place to lay their heads, it's time we turn our efforts to restoring the harbor. Ah yeah, because no one can actually visit right now. And let me thank you once more for saving my son from its ruins. I could not bear the thought of losing him. That place is no longer a port, it's a trap. An old Derrit proverb says, save a man from the harbor and you help him from a day. Repair the harbor and you help him for a lifetime. Also, is that a wooden snake? Ah, but in its prime, this dock welcomed all walks of life. Common folk, daring adventurers, even noble escapists, all drawn here by wisps of wonder. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that we put Tuk-Tuk in there. That was a mistake. And of course, beyond the guests, the harbour is our lifeline for trade. And Maklo's been dreaming of fresh produce delivery for days now. He may grumble like a rusted anchor, but no one stirs a pot better than Maklo. The sooner we see him cooking again, the better. Now, come on, let's get to work. Alright, and by let's get to work, you mean let me put you to work. Alright, so to fix this up, oh yeah, they just have to repair it. It is nighttime, and everyone is going to bed. Like, yes, let's go repair the harbour, right after I have myself a little nappy nap. Oh, yes, that was a wonderful nap. I'm ready to go. I'm feeling so refreshed. Also like that you can get glimmer bugs from areas you technically haven't even unlocked yet. Alrighty ho. Oh, you're still going out to gather things. It's okay. Take your time. I get it. Have a bug. Who knows how many bugs? Oh, there's more frogs. Sup, dude? I saw you back there. Yeah, just hanging out. Maklo's advances. There's a shrine? Gustav's grave, where sails first meet the land with cheer and where shores of two draw near, where trees stand thick and where shadows hide, but the final piece lies just outside, lies just beside. Okay, there's maybe some like hidden things here and there and puzzles to solve. I like that. I was wondering like how much depth are you going to put into this? There's a few directions that it could go in. Alright, is anyone working on this? Ah, yes, you are. Good job, Tuk-Yuk. This is going to take a while. Oh, he's getting it back into place. That's nice. I thought it was just going to clear away the clutter, but no, it's actually honestly rebuilding the whole thing. Well, keep up the good work, bud. I believe in you. But I was seeing something... it's like an overlap thing. When I target the harbor, it almost looked like the ropes were in front, but it's just the highlights so you can see the full area. That's okay. Go. Pick up all the pieces. I believe in you, Spawn. So they can carry 3 rocks, but only 2 logs. Those are rookie numbers. To bump them up. So, if I raise that in priority, will that mean that instead of gathering, they'll come to help out? Yes, it will. Okay, that's nice. So you can kind of reassign them in that way. That's pretty cool. Nice quality of life features that you can speed up things that are gatekeeping progress. Ah, Oh, look at that. Lovely. Also, apparently there's 4 more glitter bug things somewhere. Glimmer bugs, sorry. Now, if I were a glimmer bug, where would I be? Like I can hear one here somewhere. There. 2 in the background. No, don't. That one. There we go. Someone just arrived. Okay, we'll go check that out. Ooh, another bug there. There should be one more. There. Yay, we did it. Whatever that does. Spawn, where are you? There we go, Spawn. We just teleported. Truly are a blessing, my friend. Oh, can I call you that? A friend? I guess. Yep. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for finishing the collection. I'll get it all wrapped up. Perhaps I might even shed a tear or two. He does that sometimes. Heart's all gooey and he acts like nobody's noticed. Cute. Gorag asks, game dev, is it too late to send a game? No, it's not, because we do these streams once a month. Feel free to send me your game over to my email address, graeldon@gmail.com. It will go on the list to be played, but this is the last game that we're playing for today's stream. We're about to wrap up, unfortunately. But welcome, though. That was some top-tier teamwork. My pops was thrilled. Well, maybe not as thrilled as I hoped. See, I kind of mentioned the whole off-limits part of the island. Thought he'd be impressed. Turns out, not so much. I really thought he'd let it slide this time. Let me explore the whole island. But nope, still a hard no. So maybe you can do what I can't. Solve the mystery of the Melody Stones. They're way out on the far end of the island. I bet Gustav knows something. He always does. Oh, right. Nearly forgot. Found this in the old laundry room a while ago. Take it as a thank you token. Or however you say that. Okay, what is it? Pretty neat, huh? Bet you thought we'd be hauling planks one stick at a time. Please, friend, we're not amateurs. So you had that the entire time, but chose not to use it until I had arbitrarily given you 12 bugs. Yeah, that makes sense. I see why this place fell apart. Absolutely makes sense why it fell apart. Also, hi? Hello? There now. Do my eyes deceive me, or is Imashima Island truly stirring back to life? It's been dead quiet for too long. Place deserves better. And would you look at that? A pilgrim, no less. Come to greet us. My, how things have changed. So the rumors were true. You're reopening. Splendid. In honor of our old arrangement, Silver and Knuckles Go would be delighted to offer you a little welcome gift. Not junk, if that's what you're thinking. This one's solid. Our humble enterprise used to serve this fine establishment here before it was closed, as they put it. But holding grudges with anyone is bad business. Ah, look over here. A little something to mark your fresh start. Clean slate, clean tools. You'll find an almost new crafting station packed up in this crate. Solid wood, fresh coat, smells divine. Ah, though I suppose you can't smell it. A pity. And then perhaps just this once, for you, a hefty discount. I'd act swiftly. Okay. Access the action wheel of the crate to purchase an item from the merchant. It will be automatically delivered to the dock area. You can queue multiple purchases without waiting for Knuckles to finish working. That's a lovely touch. Also, I noticed this guy has a dagger, which tells me that outside of this area, there are actually dangerous things. Otherwise, why would they have that? Right? So, as cutesy and cozy as this world is, there are some dangerous things out there. Right. Crate needs 15 coins. I apparently have 114. Perfect. Give it. That was deft. Wonderful. You know what? Let's just buy everything. What does it matter? I just want to see what the crafting system looks like. Okay. Can we do something with it? I have purchased it all. Yeah. Okay, let me unpack it. Because I just want to see what the crafting system looks like. Because that'll give me a little bit more of an idea of what this game's potential is. Hey, item placement. Find a suitable spot in the hotel to place the object. Q and E to rotate it for proper alignment. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Great.
Let us unpack it. We have a full-on crafting station, which I think makes sense to put in here if it'll fit. And it will. Excellent. So presumably, we now have to wait for someone to come get it. So let's make that a priority item. And hopefully someone is on their way. Yes, there we go. Juk juk. Go get it, buddy. The rest of you can keep gathering things, because I assume we're going to need an infinite supply of resources. He's just waddling his way over. Do-de-do-de-do-de-do. I'm imagining that there's probably going to be a way to increase their movement speed in the future, because this place is just going to get bigger and bigger. Having to wait for them to move from A to B all the time is going to be painful. Alright. Plonk it down. Ta-da! Even easier than IKEA furniture. Let's... Okay, we can't access that yet. We have to unpack the other 2 supply crates, apparently. Alright, unpack that. It's just a crate. Sure, put it there. And this one is provisions. Do we have like a kitchen star? Actually, no, here makes sense. Okay, that's where we're storing it. Cool. Then it can go there. Alright, people, come get it. These are your priorities. Maybe you can buy... I reckon the hats might make them move faster. Like, the hats might just be cosmetic, but the hats might also be the thing which gives them, like, passive bonuses or something like that. Yeah, from what we saw, there's a good variety of different rooms to build, each of which presumably serves a different function or is essential for progressing the story or something like that. But there's a research tree, there's crafting, so there's going to be a lot of things that you can get to deck out your little helpers. I don't know what term to call them. Workers. They are workers. What do you know? Alright, they've put that down. And they put that down. Okay, so they're working on actively unpacking that. Nice. And that one just vanished, so I'm guessing they did what they were supposed to do. Come on. Don't leave the clutter laying around. Put it away. There we go. Alright, where is Spawn? There you are. Okay.
So, Silver and Knuckles, am I right? Gustav isn't their biggest fan. Says every gift from them comes with a price. Me, though? Just a bit jealous, I suppose. Wouldn't you be? I mean, they get to zip around wherever they want, visit all these incredible places. That's the dream, right? I once tried to sneak onto a ship just like theirs. Thought I'd see the galaxy. Thought I was being clever. I was not. I got caught pretty much instantly. Dad gave me such a talking to. I still wince just thinking about it. Not saying he was wrong, but ever since the one thing, he'd started coddling me so much, like I'm a little soft paw. Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's focus on the job.
Silver and Knuckles for Sonic and Tails. Oh my god, you're so right, Richard. Can't believe I missed that reference.
The station looks awesome. We can craft all kinds of cool stuff with it. Go ahead, look around. Take your time, figure out how it works. And when you're ready, just let us know what to build. I'll be right here, ready to get my paws dirty. Let's make something amazing.
Okay, so we can actually make a bed. That sounds like it's going to be useful. Alright. Select the item you want to craft from the list and hold the craft button to add it to the queue. Make sure you have enough raw materials in stock or workers won't finish crafting. That makes sense. So we can make rugs, beds, a sink, a shadow leaf toilet. Okay. No flushing on that one. And a simple chair. But there are options to favorite things. That is a bead room, developers. If you're watching this later, we found another typo. Please fix it. It's not a bead room, it's a bedroom. But there's multiple rooms you can make things for. So bedroom, dining room, kitchen, restroom, bathhouse, which is 2 different things apparently. Sleeping quarters, laundry, storage, workstations, decorations, plants, windows. I do wonder if decorations you might want to split into separate things. like different types of decorations. But also you're showing a picture of a pot plant in decorations, and then you have plants separately under that. That could cause a little bit of confusion. So I would feel that in a game like this, where it's all about kind of customizing all the different rooms to make them cozy and attractive, like you're leaning into that Animal Crossing vibe, decorations is probably going to be one of the bigger categories, because it's all your knickknacks and things to put on shelves and various just oddities. Might be an idea to potentially split that into multiple categories. And then you've got other as well. So let's see how building works. I want to make a bed. We've got enough cloth and enough logs. Hold to craft. We do it. I'm guessing it's gone into a queue. Yes. So they're coming over and they're starting to build it piece by piece. Okay. What you doing now? Let's make this a priority. Oh, he's... No? I thought he'd be bringing up something, but I guess not. He's just going to stand there because he's lost. There you go. Put the wood in. Hey. Perfect. Okay. Work some magic. And actually, even on the blueprint there, it shows the bed. That is a lovely touch. They've got it right with a lot of the little details. And then you see a plant sticking through the ground and you go, well, why? But yeah, going to even the level of having the icon appear on their machinery for what they're actively crafting is a nice little touch. Like, they didn't have to do that. Come on, I believe in you. You can make a bed. I don't think you can help them out. No. But even like the little sack I gave him is on his back. Where are you? Stop it. You come over here. Gather things. There you go, bud. You're fine. Okay, that gives us a crate with a guest bed, which we can unpack. And we can actually put in here, and we can... Ooh, even on diagonals. I wasn't expecting that. I'm glad we got to see this. Alt and that to... It's not gridlocked. That's a surprise. Okay, that's going to make it great for decorations, because then you can put things literally everywhere you want. Control to auto-align. Off to hold. Alt and that to rotate smoothly. Or I can then get it back onto the grid. Okay, that's cool. Which means I can just chuck it in the corner there if I wanted, like that. And then someone will come along and... Well, I guess not you then. Yeah, go on, have yourself a little nap. I feel like the beds are facing the wrong way. Oh well. That was a little alarm noise that went off just then. Alright, there's definitely some interesting things you could do with this system. Perfect. Alright, and that gets the bed built. Alright, I think we've seen the main mechanics there. We haven't seen the research one that we saw in the trailer or in the images, but we know it's there. We know there'll also be some mining down this way as well, and it looks like it builds out because it continues down further, so it's only showing us part of it for now. So it looks like there will be a lot to explore and discover, potentially some island hopping in the future as well. But this game is pretty solid. It's got a few little flaws here and there that need to be polished up, but there's nothing that is impossible to fix. There's nothing from a mechanical perspective here that jumped out to me and I went, that fundamentally doesn't work. Cutscenes were well done. The initial opening cinematic was absolutely wonderful. The characters have got personality, which I really like, but it's not too over the top or trying to be too forceful with getting you to like their characters. I'm curious to know if, how far down the Animal Crossing route it's going to go with those personalities, because there are some people in that game that are purposefully add friction is probably the best way I can describe it. And I think that's a good thing. I'd be curious to see if there ends up being interactions between characters. I feel like that might be out of scope for this game, but it would be incredible to have the workers pass by each other and maybe stop, have a quick chat, some expressive overhead emotes, and then they move on. It's just a way to kind of represent them acknowledging that they're all living here rather than existing here. And I think that might be the difference that pushes it over the line from being a good game to being an incredible game. You've got to make the players fall in love with the world, fall in love with the setting, and fall in love with the characters. And to do that, they need to feel not like mindless drones that just give you tasks every now and then. They need to feel like they've got personality. Like if you ask anyone who's played Animal Crossing, they will have favorite villagers. They will have favorite villagers and villagers that they absolutely despise because they're memorable in the way that they interact with you. So far, these guys, they've got some backstory and they got the relationship, but I don't see it actively in the gameplay, and I would like to see more of it. But kudos to the devs. It looks like they've been really listening to feedback for the game. It looks like it's moving in the right direction, and honestly, I think this is going to be one to keep an eye on. Great work to the dev team. I will be watching this with interest to see where this goes, because this looks like it's got a lot of potential. So, good job. Absolutely good job. Glad I got to have a look at it. Very, very cool. This might have missed my radar if it didn't get sent to me. That is going to end it for today, though. So, let me put the music back on here. Let's do a little outro. Oop, that's louder than I thought it was going to be. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out today, especially the newcomers to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed just hanging out and looking at some weird games that people send through. We do these streams once a month. Every other Saturday stream is games that have been sent by the community, so we get some really interesting, weird, and wonderful stuff in those as well. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll be carrying on with In Stars and Time. We're getting into the meat of that game, and it's going in some interesting directions. So, again, hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I hope I'll see you at another stream in the future. And again, thank you so much for hanging out today. It's always a pleasure to see you all. Have a great rest of the weekend. And as always, take care.